Mark McSee, I see you down there. You had to do it, didn't you? You just had to do it. American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
I love my job. I love my job too, Coach. I get to hang out with the greatest people on earth, man. Welcome, 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 welcome. I got Mark McSee first in the chat, first backstage, first in everything. Mark McSee, we got to give it up for him. L&T Motor, what happened, baby? Did you let Mark creep up on you? Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat. I am your host, J&J Video Reacts, and we got another action-packed week for you. I just wanted to say that. We got another week of trading. Yes, it is Monday. Soup, Tesla, NVIDIA. I forgot NVIDIA. I got to put NVIDIA in there. Did you guys have a good weekend? That's all I want to know. Did you have a good weekend that led into an even better trading day? Hopefully everybody made money today. Ha ha ha. Yes, I've had 2 green trades today. 2 green trades, baby. 2 green trades. Yes, yes, yes. Possibly a third, but we're going to keep that on the back burner. I went out a little bit on Apple, so I'm actually still in Apple. So yeah, I took a chance. I went out of the money, but I didn't do it overnight. You know, I bought it out a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. So I've never done that before. It's like, listen, that's how you learn stuff. You have to listen how it's done and then implement it. You can't be scared. Scare money don't make no money. Okay. So you got to, as long as you're doing it within your position size that's comfortable for you, try some of the stuff that Coach talks about doing. When he says buy 90 days out, then buy 90 days out. Don't hold something overnight that you're not supposed to hold for the same week expiration. That's not going to work out for you. Follow the rules, okay, which we are going to go over in just a minute. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. What are you typing me? Let me see. Hold on. Those of you that know me know I'm legally blind, so I have to enlarge everything on the phone. Mark me. See, no link in this. Oh, right. Okay. You know what? Let me do that real quick. I never put the link in Discord, guys. Oh my God. What would I do without you, Mark? Hold on. Let's do that. Because normally I put it in the chat. It's Monday. Normally I put it in the chat as well as Discord. We got 19 folks in here. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. Okay, share. There we are. Copy link. Let me jump over to Discord real quick. Go in the membership lounge. Membership lounge. Where are you? Membership. There it is. Okay. Luckily, I say pretty much the same thing every day, so it all. Yep, there we go. And yep. And the aftermarket. And how about instead of 4:30, we put right now? All right. And let's paste the link. Boom. All right. That was crazy. I was actually on there. I'm actually on there. That's crazy. Okay, so the link is in the Discord. For those people, thank you, Mark, for that. For those people who normally come by way of Discord, it is there now for them. Okay, let's go back over here and see who is in the chat. We got Mark McSee first. We got Trader Vaughn backing him up. What's up, Trader Vaughn? We got TJ with the little purple bot thingy. We've got Miranda. Hey, honey. How you doing? Hopefully you had an awesome, completely awesome weekend. Shout out to Farah. Welcome. Hopefully you had an awesome Joseph Palato. I know what you sound like now. All right, Dom. This dude, Dom, come on. Can we see what you look like, bruh? Come on. We know what you sound like, but we know you don't look like a Bruins logo. So come on up here. This dude has the deepest voice ever. And I'm not even into dudes, but I would even venture to say sexiest, deepest voiced ever, dude. I mean, really. Yes, I did say that. This dude has a deep ass voice that would put Barry White to shame. Okay, and all he's doing is, and the sleepier he sounds, the better. Dom is in there first thing in the morning. Mark can attest to that. He's just got like this really cool deep voice, and he just comes on and he talks like that, and it's like, wow, I wish I had that voice. That's like really cool. I kind of sound like you a little bit, Dom. I tried. You know me with the impersonations. I can't get as deep as Dom, but that's pretty much how he sounds, Dude, you have the coolest voice ever. All right, John Lee, what's going on, brother? John Lee is up in the house. Mark McSee all over the chat. Rob Suko. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Say hi to your wife. She's a real nice lady. Hopefully she still enjoyed that birthday. I'll never forget that. That was awesome. What? Wait a minute, hold on. Steve H, what's going on? Miguel Lara, what's happening? Dom's laughing and grumbling. Seaside Heights, what's going on? Dom. You are Kelly Reed Dawn. Lying if I said I'm not black. It is what it is, dude. You can't help it. It's a really cool voice. Hey, Rob Suko, what's going on? Oh, you are so welcome, man. You are so welcome. Wait a minute. Seaside Heights, New Jersey. Hey, Dawn. New Brunswick. Exit 9. I can't remember. Is it 9? It's either 7, 8, or 9. I can't remember, but it's one of those. We can talk Vix and Mashula. Yes. And the ADT family loves you, Dom. Okay, come on in, Mark. Come on in, baby. Hey, honey. How are you?
Eat cookies?
What? You know what? I've got miso soup.
Cold.
Well, no, not that. That stuff is so good for you. It's got seaweed, scallions, and miso paste, obviously, and soy, little tofu bites. But yeah, my snack is healthier than your snack.
I don't care. Mine tasted good with all that sugar in it.
Miso soup and grapes and potatoes. I like to put potatoes in my miso soup because it tastes like I don't know, it just tastes like a down home cooking, greens and potatoes. It tastes like that to me. So I throw potatoes in mine. Hold on one second. Welcome again to the Aftermarket. What is the Aftermarket? The Aftermarket is a show. It is a lounge that has been created by us traders for us fellow traders to just come in, talk about our day trading in the stock market, because it is extremely stressful if you allow it to take you over and be stressful. But it doesn't always have to be stressful, which is something that we're going to touch on today. But this is just for us to kick back, relax, and talk about our day trading in the market, share tips that we've learned from each other, but to most importantly, focus on the strategies and teachings of Chad W. Christian, who owns American Dream Trading, which is the group that we all belong to. If you are not a member of American Dream Trading, doesn't matter, you can join. All right. The link to it is right down there in the chat. Miranda has so graciously put it in there for us. If the stream is over and you're watching this on the replay game, it is in the description of this video. You can find the link there. Also click the restream link that she posted down there, and you can actually come up here and join Mark and I on the panel. We would love
Please.
to see you. Yes, come on up here. Dom, get your tail up here, buddy.
If you don't talk, I will talk nonstop. So
yeah, we can't have that.
Shut up. If you want me to shut up, come up here.
How about shut up anyway?
No. Unless you put me out. Unless I'm banned.
That definitely ain't happening. God, okay. I hang out with you all day from 4:00 in the morning.
If you wasn't married, I'd just say let's just get married and make it, so we can at least get tax deductions.
We are around each other or within each other's presence more than we're around our spouses.
4 a.m. Same way with Dom. Dom's on there at 4 a.m.
Dom's on there at 4:00. How do you think I know what his sleepy voice sounds like? So I'm
DJ
like,
voice.
Yeah,
that DJ voice is.
I remember the very first time I heard Dom speaking, I had to do it. I'm like, I started talking like this, and it was just like, I love his voice. Dom, you got to come up here, man. I mean, I'll even let you come on without the camera just for a couple minutes. Coach can yell at me, but you guys have got to hear this guy's voice. He sounds like he should be on the radio. I mean, seriously, you tell me you didn't do it in college. Come on now. Did you DJ in college? Did you do it? Because if not, you should have. See,
I'll
listen,
tell you
if he comes up here, somebody might pick him up and try to get him on their show.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I just went brain dead. I can't think of his name now. The one that lives in the swamps of Louisiana. Oh, he's got that real nice, thick Southern accent down in the bayou.
Down in the bayou.
Oh, what's his name? I'm sorry, guy. I forgot. I just went brain dead. It's the tip of my brain.
Damn cookies. Stop eating those cookies and eat some blueberries. You'll remember some shit.
Oh, blueberries my favorite fruit, matter of fact. Really?
Damn it.
Ralph don't live in a swamp. I've seen his house. He lives in a town.
Duck Dynasty was from Alabama. God, I was a big Duck Dynasty fan. I love those guys. They were awesome.
If you haven't seen the movie The Blind, it's about Phil Robertson. Highly recommend it.
Is it?
Faith-based movie. I highly recommend it. Went to the theater and saw it. You probably see it online now.
Wow. Yeah, Phil was cool. Phil didn't take no mess. And then Miss K. Are they still with us? Please tell me they're still. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it wasn't like they were like, is Cy still around?
Yep, they all are. They still got, they do a podcast too. Also on YouTube, they got a whole thing going on with their business.
Speaking of which, Coach and I are trying to put our heads together and come up with some good ideas for the podcast. If you have any that you'd like to share, please put them in the chat and put them in the Discord. Any ideas for the podcast that you guys can think of? We're thinking about all kinds of stuff to do for you guys. So it is going to be a really fun, really cool podcast. Who else do we have in here? Is that Hamilton? Normally that's Hamilton. Yes, it is. Are you walking
What's
your
up?
dog?
I am on my walk with the dog, yes.
Yay, we get to go on Hamilton's walk with his dog every day. Hey,
This
doggy.
is my boxer, Jack.
Jack, what's going on? He's like the
What's up,
color of
guys?
Jack Daniels. What's going on with you?
Not a whole heck of a lot. I had a pretty good day today.
You
Only
did?
did two trades,
Oh,
but
cool.
I was in Tesla, so rode that bad boy till like
So the cows came home?
about 10 minutes to close.
Okay.
Oh.
So
What?
did all right.
Wow,
What are
it
you
really
gonna say?
went up, didn't it?
Oh, I'm still making money on Apple. I'm still up $10 on Apple. Way to go. So far. Yeah, I tried to. I went out further, Mark, and I decided to sit in Apple. So I'm just gonna sit in Apple for a little bit. I made 3 trades today, all of them green so far.
Nice.
Yeah, so just small trades. I've been practicing shares because I come in the morning with Mark and Nate and those guys. So I'm doing small, amounts of share trading so that I can get my L2 training down. And I got in, oh my God, Mark, I can't remember the name of that. INVS or something like that this morning. And I just bought 1 share of it to get some L2. So I wanted to train. I'm training myself on how to set the limit buy and sit and wait for it to come to me. I'm learning how to be patient. Grasshopper. Patience, a grasshopper. Wax on, wax off. I need to learn how to sit and wait for that to come to me. So I bought a share and I waited. I left. I didn't pay it any attention, and it picked me up. And I sat in it and made a 10-cent gain. Now, you got to look at percentages. If I were to put a ton of money into something like that, a 10-cent move could be huge. So the fact that trade was green, got 10 cents out of it, I'm happy with that. Then I got in TENX and I did the same thing. I didn't ride it all the way up. Nate told me it was in like the 60s or something like that. I didn't ride it all the way up. I set what I wanted to get in at and what I wanted to get out at, because that's what I'm practicing. I'm practicing the process. Remember, I'm not doing this for profit right now with the shares. So I got in at 30 cents and I got out at 41 or something like that. 40, I think. Yeah. So
That one did go all day.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
Coach said it would, and that's why I got into it. So I believe in Coach's call outs. I got into it. I made a 10-cent move there. But with that one, I actually had 90 shares. But it was 30 cents. So, I paid like $85 to make like $6. But who cares? The trade was green. That was the
It
whole
went up to
point.
about almost 72 cents at one
Yeah.
point, and then just kind of flatlined after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah,
Nice.
should have held on to. And then I got two Apple puts, which I'm still in. So we'll see what happens with that. I bought those, I think 60 days out. So yeah, I'm just going to sit on that for a little bit because I think Apple's going to have a kind of red day or two. And if not, if it starts going up tomorrow and I'm looking at losing, I'm going to get out of it while it's green. So
Apple
Yeah,
didn't
man.
move very much today, did it?
it hugged VWAP all day long, man.
I know I was
All
looking
day.
at that in the morning. I was looking what to get into. I was looking at Apple and stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that one. I took
Well,
Tesla instead.
I recommitted to it. So riding VWAP or not, I know Coach says don't get in if it's riding, but I didn't want to jump around to SPY and AMD and all of that. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to focus on Apple this week and get back into it so I can get back familiar with it. You know what I mean? I'm tired of David needs some competition. I'm tired of him whipping all our asses in Apple. So Bucket's trying to go for. We're trying to take him down as the Apple King. Somebody needs to give him some competition in Apple.
Bucket was going off about Apple today there a couple of times. I had to dig at him. I had to dig at him a little bit. I'm like, come on over to the queues, Bucket. I made whatever he made. He did real well on the one stock. So
nice.
He did. What did he do? He did. What's the car driving one?
Tesla? No, Carvana.
No. The one you drive for. That you sign up to drive. Uber.
Yeah, that's the one he likes.
That one took off today. Yeah, I think he made money.
I heard today they're talking about Uber being on the S&P, possibly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I might be making some moves if that's going to happen.
Oh, cool. What's up, future trader?
Not much. How you guys doing? Feel like
Doing
you guys
well.
did really
What
good
is
today.
going on? Dude, what is happening with your mic?
Again?
Got to shorten the wire or something. Yeah, you must have to shorten the wiring or something.
That's weird. Is it really bad?
Yeah, sounds like electrical interference.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Let me put it on mute for a minute. Let me go try something else.
Okay. Go back and listen on YouTube and you'll hear what we're hearing.
Hey, Don, I'm going to drop for a second. I'll join back up here. I'm going to get inside real quick.
Sounds good. While everybody's off doing what they're doing, let's go over the rules, Mark.
There's rules?
Well,
what do we need rules for? What do we need rules for?
Couple.
We're just going to break them anyway.
There's just a couple rules we might want to go over. All right. If you are a brand new trader, please, I implore you, do not use real money. One of the first things Coach says, how you like how I twisted that up? One of the first things that Coach says is when you're a new trader, do not trade with real money. Even if you're a seasoned trader and you're having a couple of bad days, go into paper trading so that you're not losing a bunch of money. All right, rule number 1, do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. Okay, period. Of your total account, don't do it. You're not going to be a happy camper. All right. Rule number 2, if you have more than 2 red days, sorry about that. If you have more than 2 red days, stop trading and start training. Don't be that guy. Okay. Rule number 3, if you are not a seasoned pro, you should not be scalping. You should be doing Coach's 2-minute EWO strategy, which teaches you how to get in a trade, gives you a perfect entry point to get in, and it also helps you ride out a trade all day long to the point where, well, not all day long, but at least for a while. All right. Teaches you how to hold on to the winners and stop out the losers. 2-minute EWO strategy. Look it up on YouTube. There's tons of videos on it if you don't know what we're talking about. Rule number 4, no more than 1 to 5 trades daily. Mark, tell me what happens when you overtrade.
You put your account at risk for losing and you revenge trade, and next thing you know, you end up losing all your money.
You know,
if you don't believe me, I can pull up some examples from the past of me.
Hey,
starting out nice.
I'm sure we
take your profit and go home.
Yes. Okay. Don't do more than 1 to 5 trades a day, especially when you're brand new. You did 1 trade?
That's it.
Yeah. 3 for me. You don't really need more than that. If you trade more than that, chances are, like Mark said, you're going to end up at some point losing some money because all trades are risky. Every time you go in, you're taking a risk. So at some point, losing is a part of this game. At some point, you're going to lose some money and you might be tempted to revenge trade. And then you're going to be trading against the market instead of in harmony with it. So don't do more than 1 to 5 trades. Rule number 5, position size. Okay. When you trade with smaller position sizes, that offers a greater reward with less risk. Coach says that all the time. Plus, not only that, it helps you to not trade with stress. Okay? Keeps the fear away. Small position size a day helps keep the fear away. Rule number 6. If you are not familiar with options, make sure that you are doing shares. We have got a gentleman that trades in here every day off of shares, and he is a millionaire 3 times over off of doing nothing but shares. All right. So if you're not good at options, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go to shares. You can scalp shares. You can do 2-minute EWO on shares. Everything that you can do with options, you can do with shares. It just builds a little bit slower. That's all. Well, that's if you don't have the account size to do what we do, which is use leverage and options. But that's a whole nother story for another day. Last but not least, rule number 7, as Coach says, all trades are risky. So if you go in and you are not careful, you will lose your money. So make sure you use your stops. Got tripped up on what I was saying there. All right. You want to try it again, future trader? What we got?
Hold on 1 minute. I'm putting my Bluetooth on.
Okay. Wow, it's like every time he talks, it's like that's what we're getting. That's so weird, and it sucks because I love you on here, and I want to hear what you have to say for the day. I just, it happens. It happens. Technical difficulties. It happens. So, guys, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today. Oh, wait a minute. Before we even go there, let's get Coach to 10,000 subscribers. Here's where we're at right now. We're at 8923 and counting. Okay. So all we got to do is just get on that thing and make it happen. Make sure beyond the shadow of a doubt that you are sharing it with friends and family. You're coming in here, you're smashing that like button, and you are subscribing and sharing the content. That's the only way we're going to get them to 10,000. And let's try to have that done by Thanksgiving. That would be amazing. I'm sure Coach will appreciate it. What I wanted to talk about, let's see, is mindset. Okay? Mindset is everything to trading. Okay? Mechanics, all of that, we need all of that training, but mindset, if you don't have the right mindset, you might as well hang it up. Would you agree, Mark?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gave up $400 a day, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, it's mindset is huge, guys, because if you don't have the right mindset, there's no way that you're going to be able to stay in trades, pull off winning trades, because you're not going to be in a mind frame to do what you're supposed to do. We just went over the rules, right? Mm-hmm. If you are in a trade and let's just say your position size is too big, what's one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to start sweating and panicking, and chances are you're not going to let that trade play out how it should be. So anything you can do to help your mindset, which is going with a smaller position size, is going to be good. Rules are there for a reason. It helps your mindset. Okay. I thought someone else was coming in here. It helps your mindset when you're doing things the right way, right? Mm-hmm. Also, when you get emotional, the stock doesn't care whether you're happy, sad, scared. It's going to do what it does. The market is always right. So you've got to make sure that you learn how to put your emotions in check. As soon as that bell rings, it's almost like I just wipe away. I turn into a bot or something and just start looking at what the market is giving me. I start looking at the candles. I start looking at the L2, because guess what? It doesn't matter what I feel about something. If the L2 is telling me that there's 10,000 buyers at a price lower than what that stock is, but I want the stock to go up, I'm not going to say, oh, no, I want this stock to go up. I'm going to get into a call. No. I see where support is. And if it's lower than where I'm at, number one, I'm not just going to jump right in. But if I jump in, it's going to be somewhere close to where that support is. And I'm going to go in with calls on support, baby. But I'm not thinking about it and doing a lot of feeling about it, because that's what the process is. You got to take your emotion out of it and just do the process. Trade what you've been taught to trade and how you've been taught to trade. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know? So it's like there are so many times that I'm like, oh, I feel like this is going to happen, or I feel like that's going to. It's not about what we feel. You know, it's about what's actually happening in the market and what the candles are showing you, what the L2 is showing you, what the history is, what the support and resistance lines are telling you, if you've done your homework, what that stock has done in the past, especially in the past 24 to 48 hours. That's what you should be focused on, not how you feel about something, because the market doesn't care how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, do we blame the market when we make money? Oh, it's the market's fault I make money. No. What do we say? What do we say? Oh, I'm such a great trader. I know how to read candles. I got in at the right time. You know, I am so smart that I outsmarted the market. I am smarter than them people on Wall Street. I mean, that's how we think. I mean, we're really. What happens when we lose? What happens when we lose? Who do we blame? Oh, stupid market!
Damn market!
Them institutional traders ripped me off, and I had the money, and you know I got bad fills.
See every trade I make.
Yeah. You know, and it causes we get a euphoria when we win. When we also get into an emotional pain when we lose.
Yeah.
You know, because we want to blame the market for doing that to us. Well, maybe we weren't educated. I mean, yeah, we do get those sudden industrial.
I've done it. I say it all the time. Institutional.
You know, when they sell out, when they sell off, you know, when it reaches a certain point and their programs kick in and take the profits, you know, and they're contract busters. There's nothing we can do about it. But yet we want to blame them. No, maybe our stop was too tight, which is probably 95% of it is that we had our stop too tight.
I can't stop laughing at it.
But you know, we want to blame them because of bad decisions on our part, for the most part. We got in too late, and we didn't follow the 2-minute EWO rules, or we chased the stock and jumped in it for buying individual stock, and it got in too high, too late. We were impatient, and it pulls back, and we blame the market for that when it was our own fault. We should have decided ahead of time what we were going to buy it at. When we were going to buy it at, let it come to us, like we do in the pre-market with the stock, right? You know what I mean? So we don't blame the market when we make money, but we sure want to blame them for the things that we did that caused us.
That's
to lose
a good ass point, man. That's a good point.
And I mean, when you lose money, I mean, I've been in a bad spot for the last couple of weeks because I've been taking more money out of my account, paying my bills, than I've been putting in. So you know, my account's kind of doing an apple chart. My account looks like the apple chart today. You know, but the point is, I'm not putting more in than I'm taking out. So now today I did real well. So that made me feel better for one day. If I can do that more, you know. But yeah, we want to blame the market. But if that's why we journal, so we can see what happened every time. And once you learn how to do this, you know what you did wrong before you even have to journal. You know you got in too late. You know you tried to cheat the EWO and jump in before it formed, and all of a sudden it pulled back.
Get that FOMO.
Yeah. You see the candles making an upward turn. It's at the very bottom of red, and you see it start going up, and it may very well. But how many times you don't wait for that green, that turn to green? You're going to get.
I tell you, Mark.
Go ahead.
Just like the coach says, let the market come to you. Yep. And I've been studying my back off with Dave on that EWO video that we have in VIP. That straightens me out every time. Today, I followed every rule which you put down. You go by the rules, and it was like around 10 o'clock. I entered Tesla. Perfect. I mean, that EWO. You had the VWAP. The 21, the 55, and I put 10 contracts in, and I ran with it all day. I mean, it was perfect. And
Way to go, future.
Yeah, trader. I mean, I did. Oh my gosh, I was just like Mark said, when you're winning, you're the best. You think you're the king, but when you lose, it's like, damn it.
Right. But you know what you said makes perfect sense. You got in when you were supposed to get in and did what you were supposed to do and ride it out. Here's the thing. if you do that consistently, feelings don't have to come into it because you're going to win more than you're going to lose automatically.
Yep.
You know?
I could say I'm totally 90% of the time, I'm totally unemotional about winning money or losing anymore. I mean, I used to really get amped up when I win, and I used to get, ticked off when I lost. But anymore, just like today in the Qs, I rode that, did a perfect. Actually, I waited till like the third or fourth bar on the UWO because it wasn't above even though it was green, it wasn't above VWAP. And plus, I was watching Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. Well, Apple was keeping the Qs down, but then Amazon really took off. Microsoft really took up. I mean, it went up multiple dollars a share. So kind of today it overrode Apple's choppiness. But I waited. I see Apple was approaching VWAP, but it wouldn't break it. Microsoft
I noticed that.
Came up to VWAP and broke it. Amazon broke VWAP. So I waited till they did that. That reaffirmed, okay, this upward trend is going to keep going now. And I jumped in now. If I'd have got into the Apple play opening, which I don't play the opening anymore, I would have made all the same amount of money I made today in 20 minutes with that Apple play, the market open. It took me an hour to make the same money that I did with the Qs starting after 10 o'clock. I was like a quarter after 10, whatever time it was. I rode that one in. And I'll tell you what, it was kind of nerve-wracking there for a while because I kept seeing Apple. I'm like, man, Apple's going to pull the Qs down. But fortunately, at that time, Microsoft and Amazon and NVIDIA and all them kind of took off, and it kind of counteracted the downturn in Apple, even though Apple's the largest holding. Microsoft's the second holding in the Qs, and it's almost the same size as Apple now. They did their percentages of what share. So Microsoft now is pretty much the same size holdings as Apple is almost. Apple's still a little bit more, but yeah, it was actually a little bit of nerve-wracking, Eda, because I went all in today. Not all in, but I went in bigger than I have been, and it paid off this time. But I was kind of wondering there for a while. So, and I did. 9:35. And I was gonna shed today. I have yet to ever shed shares when it gets up there, and I'm gonna tape a thing to my monitor tonight. Shed.
Shed.
It went up to the high that it reached. The Qs in the contract that it reached. It went up, hit it, come down, went back up later, hit it again, come back down. I should have shed the second time, but I didn't. I didn't even enter my mind because I didn't have a note in front of my face to do that because I haven't. I'm an all in nothing. That's how I am too. But I need to start doing it. You heard Mashula say today she shed for the first time and it worked out really good for her. Yeah. I've never. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I've yet to do it. I should have known better. When it hit the second time, I could have shed 50% or more at that time, but I didn't. So it came down, then it went back up. And I got, no, I haven't yet, not once. I keep saying I'm going to, and I have yet to do it. I know how to do it. I can mechanically, I can do it just fine. I just never have. So, I mean, I still come out good. I went up, well, look, I don't shave.
Well, I said myself. Listen, I thought about that whenever I said
literally.
I said
literally, Mark.
But I waited when it went up the third time. I was like, well, okay, maybe this is going to break through now. We'll see if it breaks and holds or not. If not, it's coming back down. And I was ready. I had my finger on the button. I actually gave up $400 in profit because it didn't break through the third time like it should, like it could have. It wasn't, spaced out. It was all consecutive going up, and I knew it wasn't really going to go. And by the time I moved my stop up, I gave up $400 in profit. I didn't lose I did very well financially, but I could have had that extra $400 if I'd have just slid it up. But
hey man,
I didn't even care. And that's when I'm like, huh,
you're in the green, Mark.
Well, I just gave up $400 and it didn't bother me. I was like, that's when
that's all right.
Out of a couple thousand, 400. What's Now, then I was thinking, what if I had $400 in my wallet and it fell out of my pocket walking down the street somewhere? Would I really be?
That's when you're allowed to be emotional. That's when you're allowed to be
emotional then, when it's actual bills in my pocket. Yeah. I mean, that's what I gave out.
Well, you know what they say, that things that you do in regular life and rules that you follow in regular life don't necessarily apply to trading.
Yeah. True.
Hell yeah, I'd be emotional if I dropped $400 out of my wallet.
Yeah.
Losing 400 in a
Mhm.
trade when I know damn well what I'm supposed to be doing. No, because I got to keep
It's
it
all
moving.
digital. It's all
Right.
digital. You don't really touch it.
Mhm.
You're not touching it. You're not feeling it. You stick it in your pocket. It's not real money until you sell it
Right.
and
But I'm
cash
still gonna
out
freak out at
and
$400
put it
loss. I'm
and
sorry.
yeah. Well, I didn't freak out.
I would not want to, but yeah, look
I
at
gave
Nate.
up a-
Nate's a freaking millionaire. He freaks out if he loses $30.
Well,
I mean, he don't like
if
losing money at all.
If the account,
Not
if
at all.
if my trade was negative 400, yes, I would be upset. I didn't lose money. I gave up profit, the potential profit that I could have had. That's how I look at it. That's how you got to look at it. You got to be until you withdraw it from your broker and put it in your bank account. It's not really money to me. That's how I look at it. It's not really money. When I take it out and put it in my bank account and then I pay my bills, that's when it becomes real money to me. And that's how you have to look at it, If it's just sitting there somewhere and you're not putting that money to use, then it's not real. It is real, don't get me wrong, but that's how I look at it.
No, I heard Nate in my voice say, "All right, you keep on thinking it ain't real money." Did you just hear him when he would say to something like that?
It's just a mindset is what I'm trying to get at.
Absolutely.
It is real money. Because how many times do we make money and we stop for the day and then the next day we turn around and get right back to the market?
Yeah.
That's when it hurts. That's when you're like, oh, okay, that was real money.
I had it, right?
I sat there for 3 hours making that money yesterday and I turn around and give it back in 10 minutes the next day. So that's when it becomes real. But no, I had a good day. I did real well. So I was going to trade more and it was getting to 11ish, 11:30 and I'm like, by then things were really choppy and I was like, nah, I got stuff to do. I'll go do it. And that's what I did. So walked away.
Did you get the sign up at the church?
Pouring concrete tomorrow. So I got to be over there by noon tomorrow. And then the following week, the sign will be delivered. We got to let it set up and cure. So it'll be the following Tuesday, Thanksgiving week. We're going to have the signs delivered from the warehouse. So yeah, it'll be going up. It'll be nice. So.
I think it's so cool how you do so much work for your church. That's really awesome.
I only live a mile away, so plus I don't have a real job.
Every other day I
so
look
Mark can run over and do it. He don't have a real job.
If you're not doing something for the church, something's wrong. I'm like, what's Mark doing for the church today?
Well, it's just not that. That's how we were raised. That's how our parents raised us. You give back to the community, and you don't do it for glory. You do it on the down low. You should give back. It doesn't have to be money. I give more time than I do money. Because if you had to pay somebody to do it, it would be money.
Yeah.
And when our church is blessed that we have numerous contractors and stuff that have the actual skills to, do electrical work or construction work or me, all I do is destroy things. When something needs tore down, I'll do it. I like tearing stuff up.
Demolition man.
Demolition. I am the demolition man. Yep.
Demolition man.
I love watching the property brothers tear up a property when they're about to renovate it.
That I can do. That's fun. To redo all the building, not so much. So. But
Mark, you always have something going on though.
I got a haircut today too, Ralph. My wife just got done cutting it before I come on. I had to look pretty.
Got the dude going on.
Good.
I'm a barber. I could cut it too.
Yeah, my wife always cut my hair.
She cut it with the trimmers and the.
Well, I mean, there's only like 3 hairs left, so it's not like.
Don, I'll let you cut mine though, because I cut my own, so I can just fix it if you.
Yeah, I got clippers.
I just go bald. I'm not going anywhere.
I do my own. I shave my sides and my back right under my dreads.
There you go.
Man. Yep.
How'd you do today, Ralphie?
Don't you know I didn't know you had dreads for a long time?
You said that.
Yeah, I did all right. I didn't do much. I traded my journal tell me don't even trade on Sunday nights. So I just slept on in and got up at about 3:30. No trades. I didn't get any trades until probably like 5 a.m. And so now it's time to go into the doggone stock market. So and then the market just dropped. And then whenever the stock market came on, it turned around. I usually don't do New York sessions, so I did all right there. And then what else did I trade? I think I traded Lucid. Yeah, I had Lucid. I was trading Lucid. Well, I've been trading that every day for the last like few days. Um, and then what else I got? I think I had got a share of Mara, P-Ton. I had that, didn't work out. I still got it. Well, it didn't work out. It just ain't move much. Um, I tried to get TSLL, but like at first I was looking at it and I think something else had happened where I had missed it, and I was like, well, I missed that boat. CCL got to share that in the long term. But yeah, all of those was pretty good trades. None of them went against me.
Cool.
I got to chart out
So-
TSLL because Tesla was just so expensive. I mean, you would have made, we'd have had to get a Briggs truck to bring the money in for that one. That one really took off. I almost did. I'm like, nah, I don't have it charted out. I mean, I have some lines, but not enough to.
That's why I didn't mess with
I'm a
it.
firm believer you don't trade a stock unless you got it charted out.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Because I have
So-
no ideas where the support and resistance lines are on that.
Coach made Tesla sound so appetizing today. I'm
Well, it
like,
was.
oh
Look
my
at it.
God. Yeah, I
at the
know.
chart.
I know. I went and looked. I'm like, look, but don't touch, Dawn.
Yeah, I did either.
You're in Apple.
That's
You're
where I
already
made the
making
most
You're
money
doing good.
today.
Yeah. Well, it costs almost, well, not the most expensive one, but it's not cheap to get in on a contract. So.
Nah.
I scoped out the ones for around $50. I was gonna get in like 2 of those, but instead I chose to do 2 apples for like 67 a piece. So I got more traction with the Apple. So, and then I also want to stay with Apple right now. So, but yeah, man, I saw it. I was tempted. Tesla has been rolling.
I was too.
It's been doing long moves.
Oh,
moves.
I just forgot about it. Don, I did an Evo trade. TSLY.
Hey.
Nice.
All right.
How'd it work
It
out?
was a good
Go,
one.
Ralph.
It was a good one. I don't know if
What did you
I don't
do?
even know if it sold off. Let me see. I forgot that. Because I forgot to say, because I had to go to CVS right towards the end of the market, and I like missed the bell. But I'm like a share, so I had a trailer stop on it, So I don't know if it.
Apple is still riding VWAP. Good God, okay. It's starting to.
Why it's
Get
taking
down a
so
little
long to
bit.
break? Oh, look, it ain't even sell off yet. Because I've been doing TSLY is the EMX thing, and I
Yes.
just do an Evo trade each day, just to get the cost average down. You know what I'm saying? And I just keep getting them as
Okay.
Tesla go down. You know what I'm saying? Because if you bought, when I first found out about it, it was like $16. So my initial buy is like high. So I done got it down.
Good.
I had it down to $12, but now my cost
Wow.
average is $11.43 on that now.
Wow, that's
But yeah,
pretty good.
I still have the share though. So yeah, that's what I do.
That's good.
Whenever I catch Tesla moving or whatever, I go and buy like a couple of shares, and then it'll go up, and then it just sells off. So that's a good trade, and it averages your cost then. Right?
Don't look now, but I think we're becoming stock market traders.
Mhm. Oh, they got a dividend coming for that. It's gonna be 83 cents if y'all do that. If y'all got TSL, it's a
Wow.
dividend on there.
I heard Bruno his engagement.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. And he earned
Yeah.
that money doing trading with American Dream Trading. If you are not a part of American Dream Trading, check this message out. I get some footage of Coach in his new spot now. For the
What
next
was
one.
that?
Huh?
What next? You're gonna put Coach in next?
Yeah, that's old footage now. I gotta make a new one because he's got a new setup with his new
okay.
new office. So we gotta keep it updated.
So what did you do? Do puts today, Dawn?
Huh?
You did puts?
Yeah, I did. I
On Apple?
did 2 Apple puts today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 2 Apple puts. And I also did 2 shares, TENX and I think INVCS or something like that. I cannot remember the name of that stock. Did I write it down?
Is that with Nate this morning?
Yes.
Oh, I think I was hearing you guys trading this
You know
morning.
what? I can go look at it. Hold on.
Dude, that was like around 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I was in there at 4 o'clock this morning.
Woo!
Yeah.
I was heading to work. I got in there real quick. I said, "What's up?" Everybody's in there. I'm like, "All right, I'll see you guys in about half an hour."
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, okay. You're like, hey, man,
Yeah.
I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah.
I was in there, I heard
Unbelievable.
you.
You guys are trading before people even get up.
4 a.m.
Woo. And making money.
Yep.
And
Better
learning,
believe it.
you know?
Learning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Learning.
I still got
if you aren't in
I
on
look at that
pre-market,
L2.
you're not into pre-market. It's a good time 'cause it's nice and slow and calmer.
It is.
If you want to use that word, calmer.
You can get your charting
good
done.
chance to learn, get your charting done, and if there's a chart company pops up you never heard of, you actually have a few minutes to get it charted before you got to decide whether to jump in or not. It's you need to get in on that.
If something is running, you can see it before you know.
Yep.
Generally,
pre-market stocks don't go into the normal market open. They usually run their course during the pre-market times. But some of them do though.
TENX was
right.
running today, boy. Coach said it was going to do that.
CNSX?
TENX.
Oh, TENX.
Yep. Tango Echo
Then they had some
November
news
Echo.
or something on it, didn't it?
Wow, man, that ran up most of the day.
Yeah, I think it had FDA approval in there somewhere. Ralph.
You made a ton of money.
So what made Tesla go parabolic today? Like they did something like nine. How many percent? I think was it $9 or 9%? I know I heard it went 9 something.
What's that?
Tesla. They had a really good day. Like what was
Yeah, I caught that on the EWO this morning, man. That thing, everything lined up. Man, did awesome.
Well, they didn't have
that EWO, man.
It was news or it was just.
I don't know. I was just charting.
They've been
I was just doing the rules that Dave teaches.
Yeah, Tesla been overdue for a breakout because it seemed like everything else been running up except for them. You know.
You are getting some chat, and I know me and Ralph both, and everybody on here keeps beating into part. Don't trade unless you have it charted ahead of time. How do you do your support? How do you draw support and resistance lines? I did type some in there. My typing ain't that great. Start with a day chart. Zoom out a little bit. You can see where the stock either goes up, it stops, and comes back down, and goes back up and hits it again. It may not be right away. It could be over a period of a day or two. When you zoom out, see where it stops, put a line there, you'll see it. It touches that line. Go down, and where's another point on that chart? Where does it stop going down? Where does it stop going up? Draw lines there. You'll have lines through there. You'll have your support is on the bottom, like the floor supports you when you walk on it. Resistance is where it goes up and stops. It doesn't like to go any higher than that at that time. So that's what we call resistance. So you need to draw your lines across and just keep doing that and keep going backward until you get all the information that you need for all the different price levels. It could be, you may draw 100 lines on there all spread out. It may not be that many lines. Once you get your one day done, go back a couple weeks or until you don't. Once you see you're hitting the same ones over and over again, you can stop. But keep going backwards in time until you get nice lines. You don't want to just chart where it hits once or twice. You want at least 3 or 4 times. That gives you some sort of historical, this is where it liked to stop at that time. Just keep going backwards in time draw your lines of where it went up, where it went down. As long as it touches, I'd say at least 3 or 4 times, you can see it. Especially when you zoom out a little bit, you can. I mean, your eyeballs will be drawn to it. Once you do your whole day, switch to a 4-hour chart. Do the same thing. Start at the present day, zoom out a little bit so you can see multiple points on there. Draw your lines across. Keep going backwards in time until you got most of them lined up again. Switch to a 1 hour. Do the same thing. Zoom out a little bit so you can see multiple points. Draw your line. I mean, you can go down further than that. Generally, if you're in a hurry, a day chart and a 4-hour chart will get you most of the information you need. The more you put on, the better. I mean, you can go down to 2 minutes if you want. 2 minutes usually will change, over time. But if you get at least a day, the 4-hour, even a 1 hour in there, that'll give you a good historical record of that chart that you could bring it up 3 months from now, and you'll see that no matter what price it's at today, it will go up to where you drew your lines and it'll stop. So when you traded this now, when you're trading that stock today, you'll see it going up to it's going to hit that line going up and it stops. So that's a warning signal to you. Okay, now I'm gonna watch. That's where it always stopped historically. So is it going to hit that and reject and go down and lose money, or is it going to sit there and if it breaks and holds above it, then it's going to go up to the next level, and you rinse and repeat. Now it gets to the next level. It's up here now. Now if it breaks through, is it gonna do one of these, or is it going to break and hold? Then if it does that, generally it's going to go to the next level. And the same thing happens inversely when it's dropping. We'll come down and hit the support. If it hits there, it stops. If it hits, especially if it hits it multiple times, it stops. Generally, it's going to go the other way. If not, it's a breakthrough. You don't want to buy it when it's breaking through. You want to make sure it breakthroughs and holds, and then generally it's going to continue down to your neck. That's why you got to. If you don't, it's like getting in your car and driving without a map, not knowing where you're going.
Yes,
and
that's the roadmap.
You will be amazed within pennies that it will hit those lines each and every time. And it's not hard to do, especially once you do it. Once you do it a few times, you'll get the hang of it, and you can pop them out just like that.
Like
good way to practice too. A good way to practice too, real quick, is when Coach does pre-market setup. Go back over it when there's a few minutes when he gets it done early and we got a few minutes before the market starts. Go back over what he did and look at the areas of consolidation on those 12 or 13 charts and see where he picked those numbers up from. And that'll teach you. Just retrace what he saw. You'll find the price. Look for the prices that he gave you and find out how many times it touched that price, and you'll see why he chose that. And then you'll know what to look for when you do it on your own. Okay, Coach picked Tesla. He picked this number. I see why it hit it 5 or 6 times. Oh, is that what he does? Exactly. So tomorrow you should be able to chart Tesla.
So now
you should not depend on Coach doing it for you. You should have it done to reaffirm your knowledge that you're doing it right.
Right.
So if y'all wondering why does it stop right there, right? And the importance of it, we just went over that. And first of all, let's just talk about stop losses and support and resistance. So if you're a new trader and you just get in mind that, it tagged me out last time, so I ain't gonna let it hit my stop. I got my finger on the trigger. What you not taking account for, if you don't have those lines drawn out, that it may be a critical level right there up under there, that if price goes under that level, a multitude of orders is going to flood into the market, and you don't know where the price is going to go from there. You know what I mean? So just like he said, this really strong support and resistance usually push price away. I mean, you got buyers waiting. They got traders who've been singing Coach's song way before Coach gave us a song, and they right there at that support, ready to buy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So. And the more times it comes down in the day, just like you said, it's ready to break through. And I think the other day when we played the video, I was going to say something, I ain't going to bring up old stuff, but I was cut off. So if you see, like he said, if you see price go through, you want to wait for it to break and hold or come back up and retest it. But if you ever see it just drop through support and come back up real quick, well, what I mean by quick is probably like within the next 5 candles, and then get ready to go up. You probably gonna get an Evo signal right there. That's gonna be like a really good trade, right? But it's very important. Like the price has to come back above support and start to push up before you just don't just buy because it turns around right there, because it can come back, turn around, and just go right there to this and just stop or retest it and bite and bounce. Point that I'm trying to make is no critical levels, no matter what you're gonna do. Whenever it comes to the critical level, the lesson's the same. You're gonna have a breakout or it's gonna be a bounce off support or resistance. Either way, trade in the direction of the trend, right? It's as simple as that.
Facts. And one of Carter's videos that he put out, shout out to Carter, everybody. One of
Shout out to
Carter's
Carter.
videos that he put out today
So,
goes
Carter,
up to that very same thing, charting and scalping tactics using the EWO strategy. Let's check it out.
This one is a perfect example, right? Let's say you're scalping. Okay. Let's say you're scalping calls. You're like, yeah. You failed to look down here and you got a call. It pulled below VWAP. You're trying to put in a stop, trying to put in a stop, trying to put in a stop. You got your stop. Look how much damage was done.
Yeah.
It's a 1 minute candle, by the way. That's 1 minute. That's 1 minute. If
Yeah.
you would have did it right and you bought it, whatever, your stop would have said like, hey man, that's 10%, dude. Right? If you guys are trading in here, you can use the contracts. This is the contracts price. It's always delayed and it's never on point with what's going on, but it gives you a close to, right? So if you're buying up here, you can see, let's say you paid $1.35. Let's say you paid $1.35. You already know how much you can put in a stop because you can see it, right? So you can use this to your advantage if you guys want to chart off of the contract pricing, right? You'll see if it pulls and pops what it kind of does. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Interesting way to chart. That's different. So that was showing you how to actually chart off the contract price. Which I have kind of attempted to do so as well in my own way. You know what I mean? I'll look and see what I'm paying for something and try to figure out what I'll make off of it. You know, the options calculator is good for that too. You know, but yeah.
Speaking of charting, I wasn't here last Friday, and I watched the show after. I don't know if I watched it Saturday. We never did go over the CHRW chart. Remember that we did 2 weeks ago, just to see how well that we did our charting, and then we set it and forget it and walked away. So how did that work out for everybody? I don't know if you can pull it up or not, but
I had charted it.
Look here.
What's the symbol?
At the day chart.
CHRW.
CHRW. CHRW.
Because, you know, before, I think it had went below my support, but it should be recovered by now, because I think it was the day that they had the bond sell-off or whatever it was. A really bad day, so I had to draw a couple of more lines after I thought I didn't chart it, but I really did.
Well, would you look at that? Here, look at how many times it hit that.
Hold on,
almost every time with each penny here. Look at that. I haven't touched it since for a little over 2 weeks now. Amazing.
I'm telling you, let me see how many touches I got.
I know this ain't the way to do it, but you know, look out. This is the historic. We didn't trade this or nothing. This is just, there's the charting on it. Look how many times this one right here. I probably can't see it. One of these days I'll do screen sharing. But
I was about to say, you don't know how to share your screen?
Well, I'm on my iPad on here. I can't do that. I can if I log in on my computer, but I got this on my iPad. I don't know, but yeah, it hits it almost every time.
Oh, mine's
only
is
thing
on
really
point too.
outside of it is some of the wicks. That's about it. Yeah,
Wait a
I mean,
minute, let me put it
this is
on.
this charting is just, you
Right.
got to do it. I mean, if
You
not,
have to.
you don't know what. No, that's what kept me in my Q trade today when it was bouncing around. I'm like, no, it's going to hit. Oh, it's going to hit. It's going to hit those levels, and then I'm going to sit there and wait. If it bounces off, then I'm going to get out. If it did, and it kept breaking through all the lines on the Qs today. But yeah, that's yeah. Look at that. This here's came right up there and stopped. The wicks went through, but I don't go by wicks. I go by bodies.
Mhm.
Look at all them. This
Hey,
is stuff
boy,
that we charted out 2 weeks ago. Look at them. They all hit
guess
the same
what?
spot. What's that, sir?
I even have a trend line on here that
Oh,
it didn't break. Like, I guess I must have drawn the trend line before, and
mm-hmm.
it was touching on here, but it broke over it like a couple of times, but it stayed in line with my trend line too. And look,
Look at that.
where the trend line crossed the support and resistance, a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It touched right in the corner, like perfect.
Look at all those hits on there. I mean, that shows you how charting out historical numbers works every time. And this is after we charted it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that. So, I mean, look. I mean,
I got
I think that
Yeah,
stock was
83.23.
that stock was in the 80s, mid 80s or something. I think when we started charting it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And look,
I
it
got
popped
85.16.
up, and went up there, it hit that strong resistance, popped down, and it's been going downhill ever since. Look at that.
Ooh,
If
whenever
you
it
can't
ran up
see
to
that,
91.
I don't know what more proof you need of the importance of
Of
charting
charting.
of charting historical ups and downs. So you go with one day. You start with a day chart, chart them out. That's all my day ones right there. Look at that. Look how much they hit there. Every one of them. This
Wow.
is just in the
So
last few days. Look, it hit them. Every one of them.
so guess what,
So
Mark? I ain't mean
that's a
to
bad
cut
way
you
of
off,
showing something. No, that's all right. That's a
but
bad
look,
way of
That's
showing
awesome.
listen to this. On earnings, on the day of day earnings, right? In the
Uh-huh.
aftermarket, I got a big candle that ran up and stopped directly at 85.15, which is one of my lines.
Uh-huh.
It stopped directly on it, reversed and came back. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Hey.
What's
Yeah,
up, Christina? Hey,
here's
girl, hey.
here's today's 2-minute chart. It ran in that channel. What time is that?
I'm gonna be slurping.
12 o'clock. No slurping. From 11 o'clock on, it ran. It ran from 11 o'clock on. It ran in that channel
Slurpy slurp.
Slippy
for the
slurp,
rest of the
slippity
day.
slip.
Look, it went up. It would come down, hit the bottom of the channel, went up, hit the top of the channel, and then bounce back down again, up and down, all in that one. And that's from something we charted over 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
If you
Oh,
didn't
that
know
one?
that, if you didn't know, yeah, CHRW.
I
If
looked
you
at it.
didn't
That
do
was
that,
crazy. That had a lot of
yeah,
movement.
that's why it's important to do
Christina,
that.
Christina, you didn't look at it.
I sure
She
did.
had
How would I
a
know it had a
one
lot of
David.
movement if I didn't look at it? How the
Yeah.
hell would I know that?
All right.
Yep.
I looked at it. I
I'm
told
just
you guys
messing
last
with you,
week. I
friend.
looked
I'm
at
just
it.
So
messing with you.
please,
Okay.
let me and Ralph be the apostles of charting. Do it before you trade.
Let me show you something.
It's very
Yes.
important. Very
Let
important.
me say
Let me show you
something.
something.
I mean, this is what Coach tells us
Uh-oh.
to do. I mean, but we're just reaffirming what we've been taught and why you
Look at
should
this. Can
never
you see this?
trade any
Can you see all
stock,
them
any
lines?
call out. Yep.
That's my
Good
Tesla.
job, Christine.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Good.
Oh,
Hold
shit.
on, hold on,
See
hold
that?
on, hold on.
Okay.
See
Let me
that?
see. Do it again.
See
Do it
that?
again.
Let me see,
Boom.
because she might be just stunned. Let me
No.
see.
Well,
All
it's
them
on there.
lines. I didn't just plan.
Good.
Stop
Hey,
playing. Chart.
I gotta give it to you,
You're
Christina.
charting
You came a
ass.
long way.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
she has.
I used to
Yeah.
tell Christina something. She used to be like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it
Don't
is.
talk to me about it. I don't even
I
know
don't
what that is.
understand that.
I
Yeah.
don't care about
Like,
it. I don't know what that is. Yeah. It was a good day.
What'd you do?
Yeah. You made me nervous though, Christina, when I heard you say, I'm in this, I'm in that,
I'm in
I'm in
two.
this,
I
and I'm
got
in
two.
that, I'm in that. I'm like,
I got two.
I'm like,
on
she's
Wait a
in like
minute.
5 trades. I'm like, oh my
Let
God.
me show you something else. Hold on. Let me show you something else.
It was
Don't
what?
see it.
Nvidia, Tesla.
Yeah. Like 3 out of
oh,
5 of them were the most volatile
Hold on.
ones you could
yes.
get in.
Let me show you. Look at this. You guys
Right.
see this?
Oh my
It's a
God.
book. You guys see
Good.
that? It's a book
Wow.
That's
that
a
I
journal.
write in.
Are
How
you
about that?
journaling?
Good.
Okay.
Let me get some glasses. Hold on, because I can't see.
Christina, journal.
I
Wow.
only did all day 5 trades. That includes pre-market.
Look out! Look out!
See,
She has
pre-market
turned
I
into
did
a trader.
TIVC I made $24. TENX in pre-market I made 65. Then I went on to, I had NVIDIA call and Tesla, 3 calls actually. No, 2. And on NVIDIA, I ended up, I made 198 or 202, something like that. And Tesla, I made, there were 3 calls, 5731, 510.65, 208.61. Totals of 776.61.
Holy
And
shit.
I had Meta, and I made 167.65.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
what
about,
you made,
friend.
that's good. You did well, but
Thank
you were
you.
in too many of them at once.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
didn't-
in them all at
you
the same
didn't,
time. I wasn't in
Well,
them
it
all.
sounded
at the
like
same
it when
time.
you said it during the thing. You were in at least 3 of them when you said
No,
that.
Tesla.
It was like,
I was in 2 Teslas and 1 NVIDIA all at the same time. That
oh,
was it.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
So 2.
that's all.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Good
can get
job,
away from-
girl. Good job. Good
Good
job.
job.
Yeah,
I freaked out
I
when
had
I
all
heard you
kinds of
say
time on my
that.
hands, so I've been studying and learning and trying to do the right thing, journaling and all that shit. You know.
Oh, no,
Tell us
that's
about-
right.
Tell us about your David class,
Oh, it was
the
good.
moderator.
It was really good. I learned a
You don't
lot,
have
and
to
then
tell
damn it, I was so
specifics.
excited to use it today on Weeble, and I only had like $30 trading power on Weeble, so I couldn't really use my stuff.
Yeah, but it still
yeah.
applies everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the way you're doing it, you know, like the Weeble platform, I learned a
Yeah.
lot in there, like with the indicators and all that, and how to actually put up to buy something with a stop on it. Like that's amazing. I could never do that before, and I had no
Yeah,
idea.
you can't do that in Robinhood.
Can't do that
Some-
anywhere. Fidelity, I can't do that anywhere.
You can do it in
Oh.
Fidelity. You can do it in Fidelity.
Well, I don't know how,
Yeah.
and I hate Fidelity.
Well, you
so-
need to learn. You need to
Yeah,
learn.
I'm getting done with Fidelity. I'm just about done there. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Robinhood about the only
Is that
one
what you
can-
concentrated on with David, with Weeble trading, or do you?
Weeble trading indicators, options, 2-minute EWO. I'd have to go back and look because I can't remember off the top of my head. I gotta watch the video again. I'm gonna watch it a couple times over and over. But yeah, it was
blame
very
you.
enlightening. I've been trading blind, like unbelievable.
Yeah.
I've been
We've
getting
been
lucky.
screaming at you, friend. We've been
I
telling you
know. But I had to wait for my appointment.
Yeah, we were giving her free advice. She wasn't paid for advice. Now she's going to listen.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
That's
had
what
to,
you do.
I have
That's
to
what you
actually
do.
be able to do it.
When you
Like,
pay for the shit.
hands-on. I'm hands-on.
Exactly.
You know, I can't be.
Yes, no.
I'm not good with just listening and because I wander off in my head. Start thinking about all kinds of shit. Do you guys know? I'm gonna tell you something. This is embarrassing, but here's what I do lately. I don't know what's wrong with my head lately. I'm trying so hard to concentrate and keep going on what everybody's saying. That every time somebody says something, a song pops into my head for everything. Like you could say something and I start singing a song with it, like a real song. And then somebody says something else, I'm concentrating on it. I start singing this song. I'm like, I'm singing all freaking day. And I start singing out loud. I'm like, thank God I'm on mute. Because I don't even know.
And we have the TED Magnet. Christina is here. She's been here for more than 10 minutes, and look who shows up.
It's like
Hi,
he's
Ted.
watching. He watching us on YouTube, and when he see Christina,
You're
he's
so
like,
funny.
"Oh, I see here now."
Yeah.
Hey, are you following?
You're
Full
so obvious.
disclosure,
You don't
I
show
show up this time every day.
Me too, actually.
I'm in
About to
California,
stop
so by the time 1 o'clock rolls around, I'm starving.
Hey, Ted,
Yeah, I
did
mean,
you-
Christina-
did you
Christina
understand?
is a- Christina's a good example of somebody who has had success trading more by luck than skill, who's now finally listening,
Right,
listening
Yes.
rules.
My luck went bad.
And
My luck-
following
my
the
luck went
rules.
out.
Well, it wasn't, it was poor trading. Now
Yeah,
that you're
my
listening
bad,
to
yeah.
rules, I mean, you're just a 180-degree turn. I mean, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
You're calmer. You sound calmer.
I'll add to that.
Yeah.
I think it's that she listens to the sound of Coach's voice. The only thing is, this
do.
morning, you were not for a period. but
Well,
you
no, I
got
was.
back-
But my life has gotten a little bit more relaxed.
And you're listening. That and this is something that, boy, I wish we could put that disclaimer. When Coach talks scalp and you're an EWO, just plug your ears because you're in a different world.
That wasn't me. That was another girl. She got confused.
Well,
I heard that.
she's not the only one. There's a couple other guys.
Oh, that wasn't you?
mixing it too.
Yeah.
There was a couple
Yeah,
guys that were
another girl.
mixing scalping and EWOs together.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
that-
no,
that's-
I thought I got in on EWO, and then I was like, no, wait, that was Meta, I think, or it was Meta that I was like, no, wait,
that scares
was
the hell out of
I
me
got
when
in.
people do
I
that.
got in on that 2-minute
Yeah.
EWO in the morning. And I stayed in that all day, even though it went. I stayed in it all day long.
Good for
all
you.
Day, till 3:45.
So for those of you that are brand new trading, let's go over this once and for all, and we'll probably go over it again. Scalping and 2-minute EWO are two completely different strategies. And when you hear Coach doing call outs in the morning, understand something about Coach. The strategy of a 2-minute EWO is his, but he set that up for beginning traders and people who are generally not scalpers, so that you could learn when to get in a trade and how to hold on to it, not in and out. He is a scalper though. So when you hear him doing call outs in the morning, a lot of times he's talking about numbers that pertain to scalpers that want to get in the trade and out of the trade. When he says Apple is dropping and you're in a 2-minute EWO and you got in from the beginning, that doesn't mean you get out. If you're a 2-minute EWO, you are staying in just like you normally do. Don't get out. Coach is talking to the scalpers.
Yeah.
The one good thing that Coach did touch on today, he said that you can use the 2-minute EWO for
As a
entry.
scalp
It's
entry.
a good entry,
Yeah.
and then scalp, because it is a good entry rather than just jumping in, because then boom, it goes down on you. So the 2-minute,
Sure.
if you wait for that, that's a good entry. You know?
But
And
the
then
primary,
scalp, or you wanna
that's
stay
what
in.
pre-market setup is for too.
Right.
Pre-market
No, but-
setup is your scalp entry.
No,
Right.
I mean,
But for those of us
if
who
you're
aren't
doing
Yes, it
pre-market
is.
setup, for those
if you're
people
doing a
that aren't doing
2-minute EWO and you like the entry because it's a 2-minute EWO, don't treat it as a scalp.
Right.
It's an EWO. And
Right.
so that means you loosen up your stops, right? A scalp trade would be a tighter stop.
I always
Yep.
listen
You're
to
going to get in and get out. You're only going to be
That's
in
the
there for
lesson I learned
for
from
seconds
Coach.
or minutes. You know,
Yeah.
EWO,
The other
you're
thing
planning
is-
on riding it until it goes the other way. Could be,
The other thing
it
is
could be
like
10 minutes or 10 hours.
Exactly.
those people that are tempted to scalp early before the EWO, very tight on your stops, because that oftentimes can be a panhandle or it can reverse directions. It can do all sorts of things. So that's the one area, as you're heading towards, that's, if anything, that could be resistance, right? The opposite
Absolutely
direction
right.
Yep.
So, yeah.
gonna go.
But
That's how
let's
you get
face
the
it,
face
probably
rip off.
85 to 90% of the people in this group, and there's 10,000 people, have no business scalping on a normal basis. You should be doing EWO to protect your accounts.
Right.
Because we're not that coach
Absolutely.
emphasizes it all the time. He always asks, are you an experienced scalper? And then they're like,
I love scalping,
what's that mean?
but my
What's
problem is
that mean?
I don't have enough
Yeah.
money for it to make any, to make
Right.
a big,
Yeah.
Most people
so
don't.
I don't.
You're-
Yeah, so
we
I'll
all
scalp if I
have
have to,
small accounts.
But if it's not
Most
enough,
of us
then I'm
have
like,
small.
I don't want to sell it yet. I don't want to scalp it out because I need to make more money.
Yeah, when
You
coach
know
is
what's
scalping,
crazy?
look at the
He's
amount of contracts he's scalping on.
Yeah, he's laying it
Exactly.
down.
Look at
Yeah.
the amount of money
He's laying it
he
down
can
thick
get.
on that.
That's
He
why
made
he made it in the
1,700, but
morning
he gambled,
Right.
probably $30,000
to get that.
something.
You know what's
Same thing
crazy?
with Nate in the morning. When we hear Nate made over $7,000 today. He did that because when you hear him in the mornings and he's like, yeah, I just made a couple $100. Okay, then he got 5,000 shares to do that. That takes
Yes.
money. So these people that are in and out and you're hearing them making all these big amounts, they are people that it takes money to make
Right.
money.
Exactly.
A lot of times, that
it's
kind
not,
of money.
It's not that quick and easy.
So, yeah.
People need to know that. It's not like you just jump in and you make millions. No.
Yeah.
You have to have
You
a
about-
can get
listen.
you can get in a trade and spend $200 and make $1,200, but trust and believe that's
gotta
going to
wait
be
it
an
out.
EWO all day
Exactly.
long.
That's going to be a
'cause you
long.
sat
That's
it
going to
all
be played
day
out.
usually.
Look
Yeah.
at me with
I
Tesla today.
heard Coach
If I
say
had scalped
something
it, I wouldn't have
today.
made any money. I made good money today on Tesla. I was in there all day.
Smaller position sizes get
Mhm.
EWO strategies to make money.
I did
Larger
that on
Yes.
2
sizes
contracts.
you can scalp and make
What?
money.
2
I-
or 3
I
contracts.
heard-
That's it.
I heard
Maybe
Coach
Tesla.
say something today that made a lot of sense. Okay, EWO, we teach you to, learn the EWO first. That's for beginners. Scalpers, that's for professionals. And the first thing that I hear a lot of traders say is, the EWO, I'm a better scalper. I'm not good at the EWO. if you not good at the Evo, how the hell you gonna scalp?
Right. Because the Evo is,
I mean,
is easier. It's
Evo
less
works.
stress. You're not
what the
stressed
fuck?
about it.
What the hell? You can't. If you can't get the Evo right, how the hell you gonna scalp? That's what I want to know.
Right.
Okay,
You know what I'm
check this
saying?
out though. I'm not going against you, but I do want to play devil's advocate for one quick second here. It's because they're two different strategies. It is possible. They're two different
Yeah.
strategies.
Yeah.
Somebody
friend,
can
but-
be good at scalping that sucks at Evo. If they don't have patience to sit in
Yeah,
the
but we're
trade,
talking about new traders, friend.
I'm talking about any trader right now. Okay,
No, we're
I'm
talking about
any
new
trader.
traders.
I'm talking about any trader right now. It's like when you
Oh,
say,
okay,
you
well.
know, oh, I can't do Evo. I'm better at scalping. That is highly possible if somebody's got a larger
Yeah,
account
that's possible.
and they can't sit
But
in
now,
a trade.
You guys think about
I
it.
can see that.
Go back to when you
Yeah.
first
Coach
started. and you
hates
had
doing
never
an
done the
Evo. He don't
trading.
like sitting in trades.
Remember,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
that's what I'm
playing
saying.
devil's advocate. I believe in your point.
Yeah.
I'm just
Remember
playing
how
devil's
confused
advocate.
you
It
get?
is possible to be
You
good
know,
at scalping and not EWO.
It can be
No,
very
but I'm
confusing
talking about
for
the
someone
trader that
new.
been
I
just
just think back
came in
to,
here for like
it's
3
still
months.
confusing sometimes for
That's
me.
a
but
different
for me,
trader.
It's
Yes.
confusing.
Yeah.
So, like that girl that came in today, she got confused. She's new, and coach goes pretty fast.
Yeah,
It's
anybody
confusing.
new
And,
does
and
not
you're
need to be
stressed,
scalped.
you're nervous,
No.
and it's confused.
Yeah.
You can get confused real quick, real fast, real easy. And, I still get
That's
confused.
how you learn. That's
Yeah.
how you learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Maybe
and-
That's how you learn,
And what Cliff didn't realize when he's, by the way,
Let's talk about the VIX.
no, what he, I'm not talking
Kidding,
about
Ted,
that.
relax.
What Cliff didn't realize is, if anything, where Brady and Jimmy have excelled
When they started
was they are in the advanced stage of diamond hands trading, where they
Yeah.
are doing a scalp and they're riding those EWO waves. So if you think of the multiplier that you get from a 2 or 3 contracts, right, where you can easily make $1,000, $2,000, imagine when they do that with 100 contracts.
It's
I was
crazy.
imagining
Yeah,
that
it's
today. I was
crazy.
dreaming
And
about
that's how they're doing it. Now, look, that's not violating the rules. That is maximizing the power of coaches, and I wouldn't recommend that on anybody, because
Right.
it's a hell of a ride. When those stocks go up, they go up,
Yeah.
but when they're down,
Because
It's
look
a
at
ride
how
when
much
it's
they're
a little bit
trading
of money.
with.
Imagine when it's that
Woo!
much money. Ooh.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
see,
but they still
that's
employ
sitting
the
there.
stops, though.
I
They
would
still
smoke
use
my
the
brains out.
stops.
yeah. And to your point, if they take that hit, they can afford to take that hit. So
Right.
that's why that affords them the patience to sit in it longer.
Even if I had
Yeah,
a stop
and
loss in,
Mark, I don't
would
think
be nervous,
Jimmy
I'd be so
employs
upset
those
if I didn't
stops
make the money.
initially.
I'd want it to go, 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 and when it didn't, and I got stopped out, I'd be I couldn't hold my emotions there. That just would throw me right off a cliff.
Mark, I would suggest that Jimmy, even in that scalp trade, is confident in the trade enough that he's not putting the stops in place, because if it's really volatile, it could
Right.
it could just totally
Exactly.
negate
Stop him
him
out.
Yeah.
being involved
And when
in the
he
stop.
wasn't following the rules, that's when he lost his 20 grand right away.
Right.
And he only
But
had
he
5
is
left.
following
Then he
coach's
said-
rules
Then he went to follow the rules. So
almost
yeah.
to a T, but maybe the stop might be a little bit looser, just because he
Right.
can escape.
But new people don't
it's all
need
about
to hear
risk
these millionaires
acceptance, right?
made it by not following the rules. New people don't need to hear that, because that's incorrect, and then they're going to think that that's what they should do, and and
Right.
everybody's
Yeah.
going to
When
lose.
That's
have
the
a-
difference between experienced and unexperienced.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
when you have $1 million in your bank account, betting $10,000 here and there
That's
isn't that big
nothing.
of a
That's
deal.
like betting $10 when you get 100,
And that's what
right?
that's
nothing.
the cojones that Jimmy has been able to develop.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Well,
did that
back
with
to
my
this
Q
Evo.
trade today. I always go in with a 30% stop. It's programmed in. As soon as I place a trade,
Yeah.
it's automatically there. And then I slide it up once it goes green above what I paid.
Oh, I'm going to
But
do that from now on.
today I slid it up to like 10% instead of 30. I didn't
I
move it
go
all up because
15.
everything was so choppy at first.
Yeah.
So
I want
waited
to slide
until
it way up. I want to make
Once
the
it-
money.
once
Want to
it-
make the money, but yet I don't want it to come
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
So then I want to slide it back, and I'm like,
Right, and I got stopped
am-
out on
yeah.
a good one last week.
I'm
So this
so,
today I gave it more room.
Give
than
us a
it-
run.
So once it got
I'm
up
so
so
torn.
high, I moved my stop up to take 50% profit in case it chopped, and it didn't. It
Right.
stayed
Well-
within that,
Yeah.
and I kept my finger there. And then I finally, I finally sold out.
It
Then
sucks
later
getting
on.
stopped out because
The advantage,
you don't have the buying power. You can't get back in. That's what sucks.
the advanced
It's like you gotta
topic
remember
there,
it's always
though.
tomorrow.
The advanced topic there is getting to the point where you're not putting the stop in such a way that it's going down a big negative gamma towards your stop, because then you can lose a lot of profits that way. So as you decide that you want to get out, whether you're shaving or getting out altogether, you really should take into account the direction of the candle. It's much better to get out on a candle that's going up and then receding down to your stop, and then a couple candles down. So you really got to be smart about where you put those stops.
Yes, I didn't know about that either before.
Yeah, I gave up a little bit of profit. I was telling earlier, I gave up profit because I should have shaved at the second time that it went up and touched the resistance line, and I didn't. And then it hit a third time, and I knew I had to get out then. But I gave up some profit doing that, where I could have shaved up there. And
well, I was a hairy bitch today. I didn't shave once. I didn't shave nothing today.
You're crazy.
I couldn't.
Your toes are all hairy.
One contract.
Oh my God! Back to the hairy toes.
I had to say it.
But again, you need to know where those lines of support and resistance are at. Again, White Rolf, what are they supposed to do? Chart before you trade.
Exactly.
That's what gave me confidence to stay in the choppy trade today that I normally wouldn't get in. It's because I knew where the strong supports were, I knew where the strong, and I waited, even though it hovered there to hit it. I waited. Okay, it's going to break through. Yes, and it did. And I waited. Okay, here's my next line. And it took some time, took 10, 15 minutes, and it stayed there. And then it went up, and broke through that one, and it held, went to the next one. Then it came down. I'm like, okay, now it's pulling back. Let's see if it pulls back to this line down here. Now I'm going to see, is it going to bounce back off that, or is it going to keep going? If it's going to keep going, then I'm out. But it didn't. It came down, hit that support, went.
It was a crazy day, huh? Everything was pretty wild today.
It was probably one of the more nerve-wracking EWOs I was in.
It was an exciting day.
But because of my lines,
like a good football game today.
Yeah, the lines that I drew gave me confidence. Gave me an educated confidence to when to get in or get out.
Cool. But support and resistance is the reason why new traders, new traders. That's who we talking to. New traders.
Even old traders.
Well, the ones that don't do support and resistance. That's the reason why they struggle with the EWO. Because most of the people, what you hear when they come up, well, I enter right on the second candle. I don't know what happened. I always just end up getting stopped out. What you do, where you put your stop loss at?
They're entering at the wrong second
candle.
Like,
most people 30%. Get a little more room, then they come back. I used the 40% and everything, and I still got stopped out. You ain't looking at the support and resistance. That's what are you either pulling it up too fast?
That's it.
Yeah. I delayed my entry into that Q contract today, 2 candles, because it was a hair below VWAP, and I wanted to make sure that it broke and hold VWAP before I got in. And I watched Microsoft. I waited for Microsoft and Amazon. Apple wasn't going to. Apple just kept hitting it. But once Microsoft and Amazon broke VWAP and held, the Qs followed a few seconds later. Then I had confidence. Okay, this is it. We're going up. And it did.
It's
because of the line.
Tesla's exciting.
Nice trading day.
Exciting sometimes, but I like Tesla. That's the one I've been doing. I like it.
I want a bucket on here so I could read about joining the Qs.
It's 3 things, I think. Go ahead, dog.
Go ahead, Rob.
What he was doing today was Carvana or something? No.
If you are a brand new trader and you do not have a trading home, go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, get signed up right away to become a part of our group.
Learn to trade and be on your way to becoming financially free. Go sign up now at AmericanDreamTrading.com, where all our services are easily accessible. And sign up is easy. Simply click the service you want and go. That's it.
The link is right there in the chat, and if you're watching the replay game, right in the description of the video.
Eric, that's all right. Eric, I just found out buckets in the peanut gallery, so I got to get my little ding on it.
We got to get Eric in here as well, because Eric.
Come on, Bucket.
Eric and Bucket, come on out, man.
Look at Eric's day today.
That's what Eric
Eric did over $8,000 today.
Holy
Wow.
I'm
shit,
talking
Eric
about.
Smoto, let's go, baby!
Rolling.
Woo!
Wow.
Eric is getting stupid paid.
Now I
That's
feel
a
like
He
good
was
day.
in Tesla.
I only did
Consistently.
2,500.
Only. You guys.
I'm gonna have
That's
to
the power of
half
this
it.
reevaluate.
group, man.
I
That's the
did
power
a
of this
little
group.
less than I did about half of what Ted did. So good day.
See, look, but we're all learning from Coach Chad W. Christian. You hear it.
Exactly.
You hear it. Everybody, all of these members of American Dream Trading. This is not Coach saying we're making money. This is us saying we're making money. So
Right.
Come on,
doing something
Bucket,
right.
come up
You
here
need
and
to
tell us
join.
about Uber. He
Come
he
talk
booked it
about
on
it.
Uber today.
Eric, there's
I
no
can tell you about
way,
Lily.
dude, that you're gonna make $8,000 and not come up here and tell us how you made every penny, dude. Come on, treat the members to that. Come
Hey,
on,
Eric,
baby.
were
What
you
is he
in on
saying? What
Elf
is he
today?
saying? What is he saying?
Eric, were you in on Elf today? You said, "Let's go, Elf."
You're
Elf is
I think
kidding.
he was
Why?
think he was just making fun of you, Ted. He did like
Well,
Elf.
it regained, so I'm
Did
really
it?
feeling.
It came up?
Yeah, I'm feeling positive about its direction. Lily was on fire today.
Eric said, "Let's go."
That's why my background today is sponsored by the good folks at Eli Lilly.
No, it's not.
Let me see. Oh, look at it.
It's not sponsored by them. We recorded. Can't say that.
Love it.
Your
Eli
paycheck
Lilly.
may be sponsored by Eli.
Making
Lilly,
life
Ted.
better for
I
everybody.
love his background, dude. I look forward to Ted's background.
Oh, sorry to hear.
I
Bucket
saw
said
that
he-
when he first put it up.
Bucket
Crazy.
said he's not feeling well. He's ill, so that's why he's not
Oh,
coming on.
Bucket. Okay, you're in my
But he
prayers.
said he
bro.
did. He said he did
Hope
do
you get better,
130%.
Eric says he's on his
137%
way.
What's
on
up?
Uber.
Okay,
Oh
E.
yeah, Uber. That's right.
Bucket, you better not be bullshitting. You better come with a doctor's note next time.
He's sick. He's sick.
Yeah, he said he got a chest cold. Got a chest cold. He's calling.
I hope you feel better, buddy.
You know he'd be up here if he could.
Yeah, I know. He's always up here.
So
You need to
Eric
get some
says
new
Feel
people
better,
up
Bucket.
here.
really love to hear about his trade. There he is. Let's go!
Let's go.
Buddy,
If
about it,
Eric didn't
baby.
come up here, I was gonna let him have it. It's all
Let's
right,
go. Yo,
talk
Ted,
about it.
did you see Alf, Ted?
I did. I'm in a long-term trade with Elf. I'm doing really well.
So I never traded Alf, right? And you're the one that introduced me to Alf. So I saw Alf today, and Alf.
Did we lose you?
Yeah, he's checking it out, I think.
So Ted, the decision was the right thing. See, that's all Ted needs is a little push from me. You know, the other day I was like, Ted Elf is a good investment right now. He was over there crying just 2 days ago. He's like, Elf, this is like Ted. That's an opportunity for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Raphael. That's it.
Something-
That was what pushed me over.
Then
That's what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
run the tape back. Run the tape
No,
back.
if you recall, what I said was it's down, but I'm going to wait another trading day to see how this rumor gets digested. And
Some people don't take me. They don't take me serious. On this show, I told y'all that the Bears is losing their grip, and they like laughed it off. Done. They was like, "Oh, SPY is going down to 226." I said, "You mean SPY or what?" Yeah, it's going to be down to at least about 410 in the next day or two. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I think people take you seriously, though, Ralph.
yeah, Ralph, this is great. On this group, you know, success has many parents, but failure is an orphan.
That's
I don't
what
mind.
we all make the
I
same.
don't mind.
We all
It's
make
my
the same
account. If you want to
mistakes.
take claim for it, that's fine. It's still my account.
Yeah, we all share the same. We all make the same mistakes. We all
Oh, yeah.
share in our losses and our gains. You know, we all like to see each other make money. That's what's exciting
Yeah.
about this group. Even if we don't make a dime, we get excited for each other when they make money.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly.
that's what this community is
Yeah.
about. You know, we'll cry
It's
with
like
you.
the mini
We'll
that keeps
share
on
joy
giving.
with you.
Yeah, without a doubt.
E, what's up,
How about-
baby?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Now,
We went into the
Oh,
matrix
perfect.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just getting out of the gym right now. Yeah, what's it called? I rode Spy. I bought 50 call contracts on Spy,
Oh,
and then on Alf I bought. How many did I buy on Alf? Let me check. On Alf I bought 15, and
Nice.
I freaking rode it, dude, all the way to the top. Made I made more money on Spy than Alf, but both stocks made me 8,400.
That's so
Wow.
That's
wow.
what's up.
Let me ask you a question, E. On your premium on Spy, what was your premium?
My premium on Spy, that
Back to the Matrix.
Of course.
Leaving you hanging on
Answer
the
my
edge.
question.
And the killer is.
Damn.
Cliffhanger to be continued tomorrow.
Yes, the
I'm
people
back.
at Google
Let's
are
do it.
censoring specifics into Eric's trade.
And the
On
person
the
that shot
count that-
JR is, remember that?
Elf's
shot
not
JR?
cheap though. Elf's not a cheap contract, is it?
Mm.
Couple bucks a contract.
Yeah.
How
Takes
much is
money to
Elf?
make money.
And here's
How
the
much is
thing,
Elf to buy?
it's not even like it's market manipulation because the market's closed.
Mm.
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
I know. But I'm like, damn, it did feel like that though.
Yeah, it felt like right when he started talking numbers.
Right there, you know what I
It's
mean?
like that every day.
We have an interloper. Shut down IP channel 54.
E, you
Located
back?
right
The
outside
the
of the
spy
gym.
contract.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
There he is.
yeah. So for Spy,
God damn it.
What
What is the problem?
Now he's
Oh my God.
laughing with us.
Right.
Hey, Eric, here's a stock tip for you.
Crazy.
And that's how you can make a lot of money.
is it
Hey,
cutting
Mom.
that bad?
Yeah, we
Yes.
couldn't hear you. Right when you were getting to the
Problems,
The
Mom.
good part. They need to
I
every time
guess
you get to
I'm-
the good part, you go away.
I'm driving through the mountains. That's why.
I think
Oh.
you're messing with us. Is what's happening.
Yeah, I'm coming down the mountain right now.
Okay, so what was your premium on Spy?
The premium.
Yeah.
I know damn well it ain't happening again.
You're killing these smalls.
See,
You
Sean?
did it on
See,
purpose,
Don?
Eric. You see
That's a
what's
sign, Don.
happening right there.
That is a sign, friend. You do not need to be trained spy. That is a sign. That's
Wait,
a
what's
sign
going
from God. Okay. That's a sign from God, Don.
You're doing that on purpose, Eric.
No, that's a sign from God. That's God telling you, look,
That's
Don,
good Italian.
okay,
Don't
trade
touch
something
Spy.
Quick,
Oh, Rob.
what was it?
Hurry up
Quick,
before
what's
the
the
Spy
answer?
gods jump back in there. Damn it!
See?
Boot him.
The
Boot
good
him.
Lord is not going to let that pass.
All right, Eric, the next time you come
Trade
back
Apple.
on,
Just
don't
shoot
say
out a
nothing
number.
contract price. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it. That's all you need to
Just-
say. Don't
yeah,
talk
like
about it there.
$15
The
or
price of the
$50.
contract was. Just come on with a number. That's it.
Okay, so I bought the
20 words. What's the number? See, God damn it.
You could have got the number out. Could have got the number out.
You know?
Damn it.
That is a sign right there, Dawn. That
No,
is a
it's
sign.
not. It's a sign that
Yes, it is.
Eric don't want me to know what he paid for them contracts.
He doesn't want to know. Yeah. He's keeping it to
That's this
himself.
guy speaking.
Well, we could probably figure it out. If he went up 2,000 by the end of the day, he was probably.
Well, can't you look at the contracts though?
I guess we need to know the entry point,
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
but
2 minute EWO, but how many of them were
Yeah,
there?
we'll have to figure
I
it out
went
the math.
I went up only. Yeah, so he was probably trading the.
439
The
contract.
last one.
Yeah,
So
Well,
last
wasn't it
2
the
minute
first one?
entry was that
yeah.
one
I'm
time.
thinking the 439. He was probably in the money, so he did that. And what you do is you go to Webull and then you look at the chart and it'll show you no data. Since it's closed.
Eric got to
Wait,
that
wait,
too.
wait.
He
No,
got
wait
to
a
that
minute. I'm
before
sorry.
you.
No, wait. Hold on a second. Here it is. And he bought it low. So I would guess that he probably purchased it. If he did it at the EWO, he's probably like less than $1.
So y'all want to pay the prices right
And then it
until
went
you
up.
get back?
Then it went up to 243, which is about
Less
right.
than $1 for Spy.
I'm gonna guess he got in around 10:30ish. What was it? Around 10:30.
Spy's that cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
you
a
can
daily
get
contract.
contract.
It was like 70
Yeah.
cents. So if
Yeah.
he got down
Really?
in the weeds a
No.
little bit, bought it at
No,
70
he's down.
and wrote it
I'm
up
gonna
to
say he was down in 30s.
yeah, but he wouldn't have purchased there, I don't think.
That's when it broke above VWAP.
Okay.
439.
Ralph, you're killing me. I need a cigarette.
It
30
was
to
a-
Well, I hear his
It was
car,
an
so
EWO.
maybe you can tell us. Eric, what was
you
your
go. There
entry
you go.
point for Spy?
I,
You're
Oh
killing
my
me,
God.
Spy. I swear to God, I'm going to strangle you.
Yes.
Well, if he got in at say even at 50 cents, it went up to 265 during that EWO.
Let's just say he made $2.
That's 7 times. That's 7 times it went up.
Yeah.
He's
That's what
6
that
X,
Evo
5, at
gets.
least
No,
5,
no, no, that was
5 to
50
6
contracts?
X's.
No. 265 was not today.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, today's the 13th. I'm looking. Sorry,
It's a
I'm looking at the wrong day.
243
I'm
was today.
I'm looking at the wrong day.
Still, I
I'm
mean, you're in the
sorry.
right direction. He rode that. He rode that as a really nice gamma. Those waves
Yeah.
up from
Yeah,
you
he
know,
may have got it
70
at
cents to
$1.
243. I mean, I'm doing the math and saying, okay, if he made $2,000,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because he said it. No, he made
Oh.
8,000.
He made
8,000.
8.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
no,
He made
that was
8,000
2
times?
trades.
But he made some
One
of
on
it off of
Spy,
Elf.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I'll
let's
find
just
out.
assume
Yeah.
4,000. Yeah, he could have been there. He could have been there like 60, 70 cents.
Yeah.
So it
And
didn't
went up
cost him much to get in there. He didn't have
$2.
he didn't risk
At
a
least
ton.
doubled.
It went to
Well,
243.
but still.
Well, I think we're going to find he was up like 300% or more.
Damn, good for
At
him.
least twice. At least twice.
That's awesome, dude. That is
Wow.
freaking awesome.
That's true. We don't know how many he purchased.
I think he
Them
said
daily
50,
He said 15.
He said 50
He said.
contracts.
yeah,
50.
50 and 15 of
He got
Elf.
15 of Elf and 50 of Spy.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
he
50
had.
contracts.
I thought what do you have many Elfs he had? 20? No, 15.
15.
15.
How much are Elf contracts? Approximately.
They're like
Oh, they're more
200 now.
expensive.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was probably up 80, 90% on Spy, which is fantastic on a $5,000 bet.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
Oh well.
Way to go, Eric. You don't
Beat him
need to
up
dial in anymore. We just
Yeah,
answered
we
your
figured it
question
out,
for
Eric.
you.
See ya.
Yeah. No,
Eric's
no
gonna
thanks
be like,
to you.
y'all wrong. I got on at this
Don't
stop
bother.
right here. I got on at this stop right here.
Let me-
Have fun driving around.
We got it.
Yeah, we figured it out. We got Ted the Brain here.
What's
He
What's
lives
going
on
on?
the West Coast,
Thank
don't
you
he?
for filling in the blanks, Ted.
Jay-
No, seriously, that was driving me nuts.
JD's in the house.
JD, what's going on, honey? Welcome.
Hey guys.
How'd
What'd
you
you
do
trade
that?
You
today?
get your paper trade?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can
Hey,
hear you.
JD, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I wasn't able to get into any trades. I'm still
Paper trading?
paper trading. Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
paper trading.
Okay.
I did
Well,
my
how'd you do?
second EWO. Yeah, I did my second EWO today.
All right.
And then
Okay.
it was in the positive, both of them.
Good.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
What stock did you do it on?
Both Apple.
Okay, cool.
Good choice. Good choice.
I
Yeah,
just feel
Apple was
that
tough.
it has so much,
It was tough.
so many people trying to get in and get out all the time that it's easy to not. It's easier for me to make less of a mistake.
That's true.
Gotcha.
'Cause you
Apple
got David
moves
trading it.
pace for people who are new as well. So yeah, I'm glad that you chose Apple. What what was your contract?
Honestly, I tried. I think the first one was 5 contracts and the other one was just 1 because I was just messing around. Even though it's not real money, I'm pretending like it is.
Right.
So,
That's how you should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you should do it.
You know, they weren't big returns, but I spent this whole weekend. I looked at the education that the professor has, or not the professor, but our coach has, and
Professor.
I had no idea
The
he had.
He's a
professor now, I can't
professional.
wait.
No.
Tomorrow.
He has 72 videos just on eWow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I spent this whole weekend drilling it down, just watching it happen over and over and over. And I said, okay, I'm going to master this before the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's good.
Good deal.
So I'm just taking my time. I'm having a good time. I'm listening to you guys. I'm so pumped up. I can't really interact with you guys as much while I'm at work. But I'm listening to everything you guys are doing over the streams. And I'm rooting for everyone.
Yeah.
When
you
you
have a
quit your
second-
job, then you can interact with us. See, pretty soon you'll quit your job. You'll make some.
I hope so.
Hey, do you have a second choice stock? Like you have more than one, or just Apple?
Yeah, I can tell you right now. Let me pull it up. I have Apple, Spy, the Qs, AMD, Microsoft, and Tesla.
Okay, all right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
You got them
and
all
that's all
charted
because
out?
of what I'm. Only Apple and Tesla, because those are the only ones I've made trades in so far.
Okay.
But I'm going back as far as the day before, and I'm doing the days. I'm charting the days high and lows for the day before, and then I'm starting into the day, and I'm looking to see where all the resistance lines and support lines are at. Yeah.
Well, I'd encourage you to go back further. Go back weeks, if not months.
Okay,
especially
cool.
if you're only that way you'll have those lines for the future.
Oh, okay, cool.
What'll happen? It may take off or drop a lot, then you won't have any information. You'll be scrambling, to get lines drawn on your current. So if you take a half hour and go back and do your day, 4 hour, 1 hour minimum charts, and go back weeks or months, and that'll give you a good historical record. So even though it's at $1 a day, it may be at $10 tomorrow, or it's at $10 a day, and it might be at $1 tomorrow. That'll give you, you already have your lines there, and you'll be able to jump in and do what you need to do.
Plus the higher
go ahead.
time frames, they hold more weight, right? So the higher you go up on the time frame, those support and resistance are more stronger, right?
Right.
Because they have more touches. Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. I signed up for Webull, and I'm only paper trading, but I was trying to set up for options trading. Try to get everything ready, just understanding the mechanics behind the whole system. So when I do jump into options trading, I'm ready to go. But it says on there that I'm not approved for options trading because I put down that I had no experience.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta answer the questions just right.
Oh my
There's a
God. I
YouTube
was dreading
video.
this question, weren't you guys?
There's a YouTube video that tells
I was
you
waiting on
the guy that he tells you what to answer.
Yep.
When you answer them right, so when you go back, whenever they let you do it, they'll give you a time frame of you can't reapply for 60 days or whatever. When you go back and do it, when you say that when you give different answers, it asks you why you're giving them, and you just say you incorrectly, you entered incorrectly or whatever. But you got to give the answers that the guy on YouTube says. Because I had to do that. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because we
Google
can't
have more than 3 years.
Google it. We can't tell you what to say.
we can't tell you. Yeah, we can't tell you on this channel what to say or not to
what the
say.
guy said.
Yeah.
But
Understood.
go ahead, look under Google and do your own homework.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Sounds
understand, it is a strategic process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Understood.
So yeah.
Either way, I'm going to follow Coach's, example. He said only do shares in the beginning. So in the beginning of the year, I'm probably going to only be doing regular shares, probably for 2-3 months until I get everything up and go.
If I had to do it all over again, that's what I would have done. But I did.
Yeah.
I jumped right into
Me
options.
too. Me too,
Might have
Mark.
been a very fortunate accident.
Yeah,
I
lost
feel
a
like
lot
I
of money
learned how to
learning.
drive which I did. I feel like I learned how to drive on a stick with this trading thing, But
Right.
and the automatic is going to be the shares. You know what I mean? But I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take it.
I only spent, I bet I didn't even spend a week and a half, 2 weeks max paper trading, and I jumped right into options. Once I learned the mechanics, I'm like, I know it all. I'm ready to go.
Right.
You
I
know,
didn't
that's what
paper trade.
coach wants you to preserve your account. He wants you to train more, trade less, especially if you're having a bad day or a bad couple days, go back to training. And I didn't spend enough time, and I end up paying for an expensive education. I'm mostly green now, you know.
So what's
to
really
varying
amazing?
degrees.
What's really
So
amazing
take your
is
time.
the extent to which a small amount of money can make a lot of money. So don't ever think that you need to like risk
Put it all in there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I, you know, it's funny because I was getting nervous about the market, and I think I told a lot of people that I went into cash for a lot of my account. But I'm doing better than ever because I'm just like playing with $2,000 to $4,000 every day, and you know, taking whatever gains that will give me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
perfect.
Lesson. It's an amazing lesson, and all my capital's preserved. I'm not, you know, risking, because there's some weird things going on in the market, right? I mean, today Moody's just downgraded the United States.
You're talking about the credit thing? Yeah. I heard something about the credit thing. What?
Yeah, so
that's why the market tanked to start
I didn't
with.
hear.
That
I heard
was
a little
the
bit.
news.
Tell us about it. Tell me about it.
Moody's gives a credit rating, which is what banks base their lending rates, what they got. Anyway, I know it's more complicated, but they downgraded the United States on their ability to pay their debts. Got too much debt, not enough money.
Well, that's because we're too busy paying out to people, to other countries. We give them our money. We can't pay our own
Whatever,
debts.
you know,
What do you mean?
It's all part of the world economy. You know, it's how it works. So
yeah,
JD, just take your time. Learn from. You hear people talk about dumb things we do. Learn from them. Write them down. When you hear somebody say they did something stupid, write it down what they did. That way, don't do the. Make a don't do list and write
Don't
down.
say,
what
"Let me try
somebody
this."
said they did.
Say, "I want to stay away from that."
Like
Or
I said,
if
I
you
had to
do
do it all over again.
By the
I
same
went in
token,
smaller, and I went into stocks. To start
when
with.
you hear good stuff, write that down as well.
Yeah,
And if you
follow
do
the rules.
Write down how you felt, what emotions you were going through. I think you know, we talked about this the other day.
You punched.
There's a new book on Audible that I guess they figured out that I do trading. So, but it's I'm going to listen to it. It's a psychology of trading.
Oh,
also this
psychology of trading.
This one here is the one everybody recommends.
Trading in the zones. That's the Bible.
Trading in the zones. That's the guy's name.
That's a must read.
Yeah.
It's probably backwards to you. Trading.
I can say it. Mark Douglas.
Trading in the zone.
What's the
Mark
other
Douglas.
one?
I need Audible.
I like hard copies. I know you can get Audible books. You can get. I like hard books. I like to have something after I pay for it. I'm big on.
Yeah,
books.
I just got how to day trade for a living and the mental game of trading.
And there's another one you should have that we recommend if you don't.
I got that on Amazon.
Learn these 14. Yeah, learn these 14. I got both off Amazon. I just like the hard copy. I actually refer to this once in a while. So
you guys wouldn't even believe it. I got two or three trading books down with the garbage.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
You'd probably read them now, though, wouldn't you?
Huh?
And one.
You'd probably read them now if you had the chance.
If I had the chance, I might read them.
You know what it is? That's the book that came up in my inbox, The Mental Game of Trading.
I think that might be one of the ones I have. I don't know. One's a candlestick one. One's about the emotions of it, and one's just the day trading basics or whatever.
When you can control your emotions, you can control your trading.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that if anybody's into wanting to know a little bit more about Elon Musk and that whole thing, that biography is fantastic.
Is it good?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It makes you want to cheer on Tesla.
He's a brilliant guy. He's a really brilliant guy.
He's my hero. That's how I am able to trade, because of Starlink. Him starting Starlink under.
Is that right?
Under space. That's how I'm talking to you right now. through a satellite in space. It's the only way I can get
I
internet.
just-
Where, it's the only way I can get internet where I live.
So you'll even think that he's even more of a genius because he was looking at, at this time, Jeff Bezos was in the game too, right? He wanted to be a space cowboy too. And obviously we know Virgin Atlantic was in the game as well, right? With Sir Richard Branson. The thing is, he figured out a business plan that would justify the spend. And he said it was the internet. It was putting up satellites. That if he got good at doing that, then that would train, if it would just be a hop, skip, and jump away from getting to Mars and bringing payloads to Mars. So this is all part of a big plan for him.
Wisdom, I think she should fight
There
Elon.
are 5,000 of these
She should fight
satellites.
him on the aftermarket.
What's that?
I pay a lot.
Elon
I
out
pay
here,
a lot.
yeah.
I
What?
pay a lot more than people in the cities do. You're probably paying 30 or 50 a month for your internet. I'm paying 120, I think.
That's
But-
But it's priceless, right?
To me, it's priceless because I
It is.
can
That's
get.
what I pay too. I have
My cell
service.
service here sucks. It's barely. It says it's 5G, but it's not. It's barely 4G. So, and I don't talk on the phone anyway, so I don't care. But yeah, I mean, it's a life-changing technology for our family and many in our county because I live in a rural county, more sheep and cows than there are people. It's literally 25,000 people in our county, and we just don't. They're putting in cable, but as a matter of fact, cable's probably 400 yards from my house, and that's where it stops. And they will not run it down our road because there's not enough people down on the road I live on, rural road I live on a 3-mile long road. There's only like 5 people live on it because they're all farms, big farms. So,
Arlo just
No.
put into the chat, Trading Psychology podcast on Spotify recommends
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I will
yeah,
look
I
at
see
Spotify.
Diesel
I have
ads
it.
over
It's
there.
it's
What's up,
already
Dan?
on Spotify and it's called Trading Psychology.
Trading Psychology podcast.
And so
probably
look,
on Apple
They
too.
got
If they're
some-
on one, they're probably on another one.
so they got
Or is that
somebody
a
else trying to get a
suggestion
question
for our
asked.
podcast?
No, this is Arlo suggesting an existing podcast that we should listen
That's
to.
already there. Okay, cool. Thanks, Arlo. Shout out to
So-
Arlo. What's up, girl?
So
This
Don,
is kind
I got a
of,
question
remember
for
the
you.
Colbert Report?
Yes.
You always have to read the side channel.
Right.
So
We're
there's
talking
a
about
question
something
for
else,
you,
and you'll
Don.
see somebody talk about things on the side channel.
Somebody from the chat got a question for you, Don.
Oh,
Can you read it for me?
Yeah, it says Dawn says she thinks her puts might play out in a few days. While charting, are you guys also drawing out reference charts? Guys who draw out reference charts, analysts for longer term versus too many evil trades. Like I really don't understand what they. Dawn say her puts might play out in a few days, so we don't hold them for days, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
if
just
we get
holding
in a
it.
trade-
Yeah, I bought it out a couple months, and I'm just holding it till tomorrow, just because I didn't want to get out of Apple today. That's all. And instead of just it expiring Friday and me holding it overnight, that's not something we do. So I bought it 90 days out to get out of it tomorrow to feel more comfortable holding it overnight. And if I decide to hold it for a little bit longer time, I bought time to be able to do that. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, that's why I was confused when I was reading it.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
Dawn don't
mentioned
put
it
no
earlier,
puts-
Ruff, I think
what?
before you got in here.
Oh,
that I had
okay.
bought out a little bit just to hold overnight. So yeah, we
Ooh,
know
all
buy
right.
for Friday, holding overnight. We buy 90 days out if we want to hold it overnight or a little bit longer, just to see how it plays out. Apple didn't go down enough for me today, and I really didn't want to get out of it. So I'm like, you know what? You know what I mean?
Oh, so you
It's
bought a
perfect.
90-day one. Oh,
when I
okay.
first went in, because I knew Apple was gonna go. Dude, it's been up. It had a run up, like Ted said Friday. I'm like, Apple is due to come down. So going into it, I was expecting it to drop a lot more than it did today. But just in case it didn't, I wanted to give it time to do that because I know it's going to do that within the next day or two. So that's what I did.
So you've got a 90-day put on Apple?
2 puts, yeah.
2 puts, okay.
So did they move?
But I don't
They
plan on
moved?
holding it past tomorrow. It's
Oh, you
it's
still
like
got them.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's channeling. It's
Yeah.
been riding VWAP all freaking day long.
Yeah. Apple was just
I thought it was gonna
trash.
tank, and I'm like, yeah, baby, getting out of this today, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It never tanked. It
In the
just kept riding
aftermarket,
VWAP.
it's still channeling in the
It's
aftermarket.
still freaking channeling, dude.
Has it gotten over 185?
I don't
No,
think so.
184, 80.
It
No.
went to one. Yeah, it went over. It got rejected. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Crazy.
because 185 is a huge critical level, so people are getting out before it gets there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or the market makers are trying to keep it down below 185 for a while.
Yeah,
Did they have a big order right there in the L2 dome?
which I'm banking on. I need them to keep it below 184,
Yeah.
maybe even 182.
Yeah, I mean, I know that you've got some time, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
By the way, that trading psychology podcast is also on Apple's podcast things.
Nice.
Like most of them are. Usually,
Check
most
that out.
podcasts are on all platforms. I don't listen to
So
podcasts.
check it
but I-
out.
But I
Remember,
might. I might listen to this. Just do it.
anybody who's ever tried to make a podcast, remember the platform Anchor?
Mm-mm.
Seems like I heard
Oh,
of that
okay.
before.
Yeah, it was a really cool spot where it was really user friendly. You could go on there and create a podcast right from your freaking phone
Well, I wouldn't do
and
that.
put it out, and it would go actually put it out on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on all of that. Spotify bought them up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so wait.
It's now called
You can
Spotify Podcasters.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. Can you still do the same thing but through Spotify?
You
Oh,
can,
all right.
yeah. So and
So
then you don't
basically-
have to worry about it being put out because it's Spotify.
Spotify, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was
basically, we
that
can
was
do
a
a
smart
podcast.
move on their part because Anchor was
Yeah.
a very, very user-friendly app that made it easy for anybody to start a podcast right from your phone. You didn't even need your computer.
I'm trying to think. What,
That's
is
pretty
there
smart
another one
move.
called Stitcher or Slacker or something? No, Slacker was radio. What is Stitcher is a podcast? What? I might be thinking of something else.
No, I don't listen to podcasts. I have once in a blue moon. Anyway, I got to get off here. I got other stuff to do.
Don't
I'll see
forget
you
to
on the
listen to American
pre-market.
Dream Trading podcast, though, Mark. Hopefully that'll change because we're doing one
The
soon.
what? Oh yeah,
The American Dream Trading
Uh,
podcast. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
that
when
was
you
on
gonna
the-
do that?
on the thing.
Like during the day, when you gonna have time to do that stuff? Is that gonna be
Well,
happening?
we'll figure it out. It might be a weekend thing or something, or maybe we can. You know what I mean?
Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys,
Cool, because we're all Jones.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the pre-market.
Monday,
Even
so-
though I'm going to be buying options tomorrow because I got to be over getting ready to pour cement at noon tomorrow, so I'll be out by 11:30 at the latest. So I'll see y'all at the
Okay.
pre-market 4 a.m.
All right,
Once
Mark.
the post
If I
start,
wake
it
up.
will stop.
Night.
You'll wake
Take care,
up.
Mark.
You'll wake up. Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
keep an eye on Berkshire Hathaway for some movement.
A or B? Which one is it that you always look
B.
at? A, B.
BRK-B. I've
That's
just
one
been.
that I-
Oh my God!
I
Remember
never
that
really
night you
looked
guys
at.
were trying to tell Coach which one it was, and everybody kept
Yeah,
yelling out.
and he
20.
got frustrated and he said, "I'm not looking at it." I'm like, okay. But I got out when it was like 3:55. It was just getting really high and nosebleed country and blah, blah.
Oh,
It came down, but now it looks like it's stabilizing, and might be a good safe place to put some of your portfolio, just from the standpoint if things are going to get harried. People run towards Berkshire Hathaway because they're heavily invested in bonds and Apple.
I was just about to
would
ask
you
you
say
that.
that
They should
Berkshire
have
Hathaway is like a spy of sorts?
No.
No, but it
Well, they're
is
holding-
it's a safety zone that if you're
Yeah.
ever in doubt where to put your money, put it
Yeah.
in Berkshire.
Put in
But
my
you
son.
know
Not
what? It's
financial
more
or
like
tax advice for all of you out there.
It's like the
listening.
S&P 500
For
almost.
this is
Yeah,
strictly
like-
for education.
Your
This
mileage
is
may be
for-
great.
For educational purposes only. We are not tax or financial advisors. Just want to put that disclaimer out
All right.
there. No
Yeah,
problem.
Don,
Yeah.
I think it's more like a VOO. Like you know the
Yeah.
The ETF.
yeah. So that's like SPY. I mean, it's the same thing. It's not like SPY, but
When I
yeah.
first started buying stocks, I bought VOO. I think I bought. Well, there was another one. Is it
VOO?
No.
What is VOO?
VTI.
Vanguard?
VTI is Vanguard. That's the
VTI,
Vanguard.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
VOO
it's
reminds me
basically
of
SPY.
Vernon Shirley Vidodio Do.
It's an ETF.
Yeah, VOO, VTI.
I don't Vidodio Do on the first date.
Do see do, and away we go.
But
you
one
do,
of
Ted.
them,
We all know
I
it.
think
Yeah, you do.
VTI is the world market.
It's the.
Yeah.
I think it's called the. Is it the Admiral share? It's like the.
I
It's
know
like
it
anything
tracks
above
SPY.
5,000.
I
Yeah.
know it tracks SPY. Yeah.
Because I know VOO you can buy a per share, and when you get to 3 or 5,000, it becomes an Admiral share, and from that point on, it's VTI.
You know what?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that stuff. What are you talking about?
It's a great
It
investment.
just-
Therefore, I can't listen.
Yeah, it is. Because I got them. I got them both. VTI.
It's an ETF. It's kind of like what's like.
Yeah.
They hold
They- all of them.
like tech
Totally.
stocks and
Everything.
a little bit of everything. It's kind of like SPY.
It's Vanguard. Yeah, Vanguard. Yeah. You'll think we should know this.
I know, right? But because we don't deal with it on a daily basis, it's like it's kind of bad. And I used to know a lot more about it than I do now, but I don't pay that any attention anymore. It's either it's Apple or you know what I mean. Some of the stuff that we do.
If it's not one of those hot, one of those top 7, we don't really know anything about it. We just take the money off it. We don't know about it.
Let's check out Carter's last video today. He did the live and he also did this one.
Shout out to Carter.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to Carter. Guys, don't forget to check these videos out. It's the very last 3 that he put on there today. And put a like and a comment on them for us, please. Thank you.
And notice too, you guys, you see Tesla here, basically this quad top. You see how every single time it comes up here and it pulls
Look at
back.
that. Those of you that want to know how Coach does a pre-market setup, look at that screen right there. That's exactly what he does. He looks at the stock and he looks for areas of consolidation where it hits more than 2 or 3 times.
Don't we buy puts
That's how you chart.
on resistance and
Yep.
calls on support,
Yep.
right? When we're scalping.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Got 10 of them.
Yes, we do.
Yep. So you guys see it every single time it has paid, right? And see how it keeps going off of VWAP. So right there. So VIP members, look at your channel. See it?
That is literally a roadmap.
That's a
It's-
perfect channel right there. That's a
That's
perfect channel
freaking
trading setup.
Perfect channel, right?
Mhm.
Look at that thing. And it's even long stretches. So you'd actually make some money even if you weren't investing an arm and a
That
leg
was
in it.
so easy right there. That's so sweet. That's so
Yeah, it
nice.
is.
Like, yeah.
I
There's
could
your
trade
buy, there's
that.
your sell, there's your buy, there's your sell, there's your buy, there's your sell, there's your buy, there's your sell until eventually pop or drop, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because right now, if you look at the overall trend, it is to the downside. Even if it shows that it's bounced, if it can't break VWAP and hold, it's going to come straight back down, right?
Yeah.
So if we start buying
Yeah, that
into
makes
calls, so if we start buying into calls right here in the middle, this is what I like to call the middle, meaning we're not at the bottom and we're not at the top of this, where this channel
Don't
is,
diddle in the
which in
middle.
this case is 177.19, or right here on VWAP 177, it looks like 48, 41. We're in the middle of it. I don't buy in the middle. I need to get definitive one way or the other. So I wouldn't look at this until we're up in here or until we're below here. Does that make sense? Or if you guys remember, because isn't VWAP going to act like resistance?
Yes.
We can buy puts when it touches VWAP as well, right? Which is the opposite of what you'd think, because you're like, yeah, but it's trending to the upside. Well, wrong. Those are puts with a stop above VWAP, right? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
It's opposite of whatever you think, which is wild. You're like, but Apple's going to the moon, right? So everybody's like, yay. Well, the professional traders are seeing VWAP, and we're going to buy shorts and puts to drive it right back here. See it? And then, of course, just have your stop above it. You know, give it a little bit of breathing room because it could have a little candle pop through, like, right, like, oh, it really is going to the, oh, no, boom. So it's the opposite of what everybody would think, right? As retail traders, right? You just think it's going in one position and you're like, that's the bottom. I want it. And then it goes, no, it ain't. So we have to watch these key critical areas to see what it wants to do. And, you know, here's the thing. If you'd have caught this, you know, closer inside of here, you could. Again, though, I would highly go against that. Everything in my being would tell you not to be doing that because you are looking at completely against the grain to the upside, right? Because everything is down. So if we're in here at all playing around with the upside move, you could just get hammered on a big nasty pull like you saw Tesla do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now Apple obviously doesn't typically have long candles like you see here.
Look at the EWO on the bottom. There's no green in that whatsoever. So if you're in a call, you are living dangerously.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're screwed if you're in a call.
But it could.
Yeah.
Living like that,
Right,
like
you don't
that guy from the day. What about that guy
Right.
from the day? I was like, what's going on? I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. I mean, that's a serious scalp, and you better have a bunch of dough so you can actually get some money off of it.
He said he got that. I said, you need to get the mechanics together first, though, brother.
Mm-hmm.
want to be like, yeah, this is the move, and then bleed out. So it's just more dangerous. If you look at the 2-minute EWO, this will also start to help. You guys can see down here that this is fading, right? So there were all your sellers, and then it starts to drop off. And you see how it's starting to close the gap here, getting ready for a color change. This will be the other way, right? So if you get a nice color change here and you are above VWAP, beautiful. If you get a color change and you're anywhere near this area, don't touch it. You don't touch that until it breaks VWAP. I don't care if the 2-minute EWO is sitting right here or here or here or here. Don't touch that until it's right here because you're so close to VWAP. Okay?
Well, I take a chance.
Did you catch that? He said, even if the color changes, don't do it until it crosses VWAP. Why? Because that color can change it right back to red just as quick as it changed to green. And it's ripped my face off before.
That bounced off VWAP too, friend. Because it'll run up there at VWAP.
Wait for it to break and hold VWAP.
Yep.
Wait for it to break and hold VWAP, and that with the color change. That's why they say you can't just go off of one thing. Can't just go off of candles. Can't just go off of the EWO. You got to have it in conjunction with support and resistance and other things, candle reading. All of that has to. It finally makes sense, dude. Because I used to say, well, why can't if I learn how to read the candles? Why can't? Now I see why. You know what I mean?
Guess what, friend?
Yeah.
You know what's gonna make it drop? What's gonna make it drop and rip your face off? Even if they have the support and resistance right and it's coming up to VWAP, the traders who got in early, thinking that thing was about to run on up there, or they buying the share traders, right? Once they find out they wrong, price start going against them, they stop loss gonna get hit. It's gonna accelerate the downtrend. The downtrend is being accelerated.
I thought he was gonna tell you to sit down.
That was wrong.
I thought he was gonna sit down.
Oh no, I don't do that. Don don't never be standing up. I want to tell people that standing up like Ted. He get the chair sometimes in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Stand up in the Zoom room and say something crazy.
It's fun to do a joke if you can clue people in on what the punchline is. Is that what the chair means?
That's what the chair means. I thought you knew.
So you're giving me the chair like I should sit down?
What do you use the chair for?
I don't know.
Ted.
You know what?
That's why I sit in the chair.
What I really love is that we can get little passive aggressive comments in the Zoom.
Yeah.
From Ralph. I didn't even know who you were. I'm like, who's this guy that keeps on like smack talking me in the channel? It's a little passive aggressive.
The day that
Under his
Ted-
breath,
what
but
he
not
did-
quite
he
under
traded.
his
I think he traded. I
breath.
think he traded Microsoft. Was it Microsoft? No, it was Meta. I said, "What you think Elon gonna say about this, Ted?" You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, really, Meta?
We don't even know what you trade. You trade futures, right? What stocks did you trade today?
Forex. I traded a couple stocks today, Ted.
Did
what
you
they
really?
was.
What'd you trade?
Yeah.
Tell us about your success.
It was small. What it was? Damn, I called him out earlier. It was damn Lucid.
He's busy on the forex.
The Lucid. I rode the coattail of Tesla, right? Because I missed the Tesla breakout.
Because it's cheaper.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
As long as you didn't get in Fisker, did anybody see what Fisker did in the aftermarket?
What is this?
Oh my God, bad news.
What's that?
That's the cheap EV, right?
He's
so people who
smiling.
like to
Bad
buy
news.
cheap stocks. Fisker down 13.87%
Just an
on a
aftermarket?
complete miss.
They make cars? Like, I don't even know them.
They make cars.
I mean, EVs,
Fisker
you know what I
Automotive?
mean? Yeah, I don't even know them.
Yeah, Fisker. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he might have worked for Elon Musk at one point.
What else did I trade? Oh, Mara. Oh, I
Yeah,
did trade Tesla. TSLY. Yeah. And then I traded CCL too, Ted.
Good.
Yeah. So I was up for the stock market. Usually when the stock market comes around, I gotta get up and get my bag.
So you need to like, bring it up every once in a while. That way I can throw you the chair.
Hey, I have some mistakes sometimes too, Ted. I mean, shit. I'll be sitting down a lot.
It's all good. It's all good.
I do need a chair though, because I took a pound yen trade and forgot about it. And like during the daytime, I guess after the market closed, they got like a little hour period. I guess where the banks got to reset.
You
and
forgot about it?
Like, yeah, the spreads wires out, right? And this was a green trade because I put a trailer stop behind it and just walked off. And then I heard as soon as I was logging in, that shit was like bloom bloom. I was like, what the hell was that? And it was the damn.
When that
I
happens.
said, oh, that's my pound yen trade. Let me go check it. So the spread spread it out so wide, it slipped me. You know what I'm saying? And I had a 16-cent loss. I was like, how the hell did this thing go down, right? And I had it was at least about 50 because the pound yen was moving slow as hell. That shit was, but it was a straight up uptrend, and I just got in that because I usually pound yen. I don't usually trade New York session.
So to give you an idea of how bad the news was for Fisker today, they reported. I'm trying to see this.
Taking our checkbooks away. You take all our money away. We can't do nothing no more. They don't trust us. We're bad, right?
There's too many people on Twitter commenting about how bad their day was. I can't even find but it was something like $700,000. I mean, it was just really bad.
What's the other automotives that was today? What's the one they called? The one
they cut their production estimates to 13,000.
Mom.
From 20,000. Mullen, yeah. I get Mullen again, I swear to God.
O-N.
Yeah, Mullen.
It is so funny. Coach is always so patient with that. He's always like, oh, yeah, okay, next.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he do.
You and that damn Stark, he says.
Pre-market setup, I was done.
I can't believe Rex did that. I cannot believe he did it.
Oh, and he's beating me up. Coach is like, what is your obsession with ON? He can't even be mad.
Look, Ted,
Yeah.
you know what I got in my You know what I got in my long term that did numbers?
Or something?
John, future trader is in the green room.
Ted, look, since you're looking at stocks and everything, Caterpillar did good for my long term portfolio.
I've got that in there.
Hey,
I'm
It
holding
went
on.
up today.
I gotta
I
go to
don't know
bed.
what the
For
news
change.
was.
Austin.
It probably
You
would have been
got
good
there?
for me to get
I
out
gotta go to
and
bed.
get back in later on.
Tired.
What? You
Caterpillar?
never want to go to
Yeah,
bed.
because it
I know.
went
I'm
up.
exhausted though. Tired. I've been up,
Get
but I
some
slept. I slept a lot. Yesterday I slept all day.
Dawn never gets some sleep
Huh?
either. I said Dawn never gets sleep.
Sleep
either.
for whence?
You know what I've been doing
I
lately?
don't get tired, but right now I'm tired. It's hitting me. It's like that. I don't know.
Eat some fruit.
I
No,
just
you know
ate these-
what I've been doing
it was all
lately is
the
taking
cookies I ate.
melatonin before bedtime
Yeah.
to get into a deeper sleep cycle because
No,
my
melatonin.
whole clock has been totally thrown off.
Melatonin
you
don't
take
really
the
work
melatonin?
for me though.
Magnesium.
It just makes-
Jen was taking that for a while. She stopped because
It
and then you
don't- it
develop a
don't-
tolerance for it. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Magnesium's
really.
good to take before bed.
It
My
works for
ears
some
are
I
all
take
people,
plugged
those
up. I've got a
gummies.
cold or something.
I take those
My ears been plugged up. My
not
head's
THC gummies. Yeah, I take those Charlotte's Webs gummies. They work really, really good, guys. I recommend.
Oh yeah,
Well,
some,
No actual
Charlotte's Web doesn't have
hallucination
THC
stuff.
in it.
Just, I'm sorry, say again.
so Charlotte's Web doesn't have THC in it, does it? That's just CBD,
No.
isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you
THC
guys, I take one gummy and I am sleeping like a baby.
I
Try
think I'm
that.
gonna do that. Mine's got THC in it, so I'm gonna get high right now.
You're sleeping like a baby. You mean you
Cookies or
wake up
eat
every 2 hours soiling
Huh?
yourself? No, just kidding.
No,
what?
I go to bed. I usually go to bed like at
Happens
8 or
to the
9,
kids of a
and I
nice
wake up at
warm
3.
cup of warm milk. Why are we taking? Why are
It's
we
so funny
taking
that
pills
expression,
and
sleeping
gummies and
like a
stuff?
baby. To anyone that's a young parent, you're like, what does that mean?
A nice little cup of warm milk.
Whatever happens to
Why all of the
Sugar.
gummies and pills and drinks and smokage and such?
Tell me about
Why?
Tesla. Tell me
Somebody
about
called out
Tesla.
Rivian today. That was pretty good. TJ, good call. That went up 5% today. Nice.
For real?
It's really nice.
Pastor was calling that out
Out.
last week, wasn't he?
What one? What was that?
Rivian.
Oh yeah, Pastor called that out the other day. It went boom. Yeah.
It seems like when Tesla go up, all the fake EVs go up. Like, you know,
What's that
like the
noise?
sympathy.
Future trader.
What is
He's a trader. I
happening?
You're
thought he
identified by your static.
The other day
I
it
thought
was
he
it was
fixed
the
it, though.
cucaracha. It was you know those
JP.
things sounded like those
He
you know.
Oh,
muted it.
what's the thing?
Way to
the
go, future
bongos?
trader. Thank you, honey.
Ooh, Shift Pixie went up 6.7% today.
What
Pixie,
Pixie, when that first, you know,
Pixie?
that was it Nancy Pelosi that bought into that when it first came, you know, like a few months ago or last year, I don't know. And so I heard about that. I think it was her, somebody put in a ton of money. And so I went and threw money in because it was supposed to go up to like $16. And I made money that first like day and a half, and then it went down. I got out. And it hasn't been really up since. What's it at? Like $6 or something?
Yeah, it's 6.59. So, but the interesting thing is, if you look at the, that might be one to watch because on the
Yeah.
hourly basis, it's
Yeah,
starting
what
to
is
get
Pixie?
back.
Yeah.
One to grow
when
on.
it-
What they
last year,
do,
the
Ted?
word was it was going to get to like $16, $18, something like that. I wasn't patient enough. I got out.
What do they do, Ted?
I don't know.
Shift Pixie. It's hard to
Oh,
keep
it's
these
a
things.
medical. I think it's a medical
Yeah.
stock. Yeah, it's something with
No, it's
cancer, I
human
think.
resource consulting.
Oh, never mind.
Hey,
Gig,
Don.
gig economy.
Yeah.
That's kinda like a trade for Zip recruiters, right?
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
As people go back
Yeah.
to work.
Really?
Guess what got their
Really?
name called today,
Never
Don?
knew
LIFW. I heard
I heard
LIFW.
it. I
Yeah.
heard it. I'm like, no, it's not back again.
That's what I said. I said, what?
The stock that will
serious?
never die.
Yes.
I'm like, that damn stock is haunting me, dude.
that. You ever get
Hey,
it?
family.
Don't let it go. 'Cause you see what
21%
happened.
today. Oh my God!
Are you serious? What is it now?
What?
It was up. It was up actually more than that. I mean,
I think Nate made money off of that
it
one.
ended up
Oh, for what
21%.
LIFW?
LFW.
Is it up? It's up now.
Yeah, it
did
ended up
one of its rallies today.
but it was probably
Guys,
up
I'm
more
gonna
like
call it a
50%.
night. I'm done for today. I'll catch you guys
know
tomorrow.
what? We all are. I'm about to shut it
Yeah.
down because my wife's doing a
Yeah.
live stream at 7. I told her I'd be there, so
And we
Yeah.
got Eric
Shout
Smoto
out.
coming up. The late show with Eric Smoto.
Oh, he's gonna
Where
show
you
yeah,
guys-
where's
us.
that?
I
Is
be
that
forgetting
TikTok?
about that.
Yeah, what I love about the late show with Eric Smoto is he does that carpool karaoke.
Does he really?
No.
Oh, I was like, that would be awesome.
And what time does it come on?
11
What
o'clock,
time?
right? EST.
That's your
Our
time.
time?
11. So 8. So 9 my
It'd be
time.
like, I think 8. I think
What's
it's
his
3
show
hours,
about?
right?
What's his show about? Not stocks, right? No.
No, it's about stock.
gotta be
Yeah.
about
Oh, it
stock,
is.
yeah.
And motocross.
If I'm awake, I'll go. If
How
I'm
the two
awake, I'll
mix.
come. But
I'm going to listen in. I
I
want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been falling asleep because I've been getting up, so that's been making my body start to crash at about 10ish. But yeah, if I'm
Yeah.
up, I'll definitely check him out. Shout out to Eric. Let's go, baby.
Let's
AD
go.
Yeah, 'cause
team
I gotta-
24/7 around the clock. We are everywhere.
Right.
There
I
we
get up
go.
for 3 o'clock
Can't
now.
get away from
I used to
us.
get up at 1.
One more. Only one place to get those hot stock picks.
I was about
American
to say that looks so professional, and then I saw it said click the link, and I thought it was like click the link. It looks like that. Did you notice that at the end?
Yeah, I put that
I
there
love
because I was remember when we had the referral links.
Yeah.
I was using that on Twitter for my referral link, and I just never took it off the end.
Well, it looked like
But,
somebody
yeah.
giving the finger.
I
Click
love
the link. It looked like the finger. That's why I was like, what?
Yeah.
He's pointing. He's
Oh, look,
doing
I think
now.
one day I had a really bad trade and the stock looked like it was giving me the middle finger.
Yeah.
Like little red, and then went big red.
Well,
All right. Thanks, Don. Appreciate your
Good
time.
night, everybody.
thank
hey,
you guys
Don,
for
one
coming
more
and hanging
thing.
out. Yeah.
Coach running the monthly, ain't it? What is it? The monthly lifetime VIP.
Monthly lifetime? I don't think that
He's
exists.
doing
does
a
it?
monthly
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
$500. It's
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
monthly service for everything.
I want to
It's-
remind
yeah.
you to,
Is it 500 per month?
Yes.
yeah, it's in the Discord, but I was just wanted to tell
Okay.
everybody just in case.
All right,
They
guys.
didn't
So
know.
you heard it.
There's something out
$500
there.
a month for the VIP, which you just saw the hot stock pick commercial. It includes hot stock pick. It already includes hot stock picks. Now you can buy hot stock picks separately, but if you just get the monthly VIP membership or the lifetime, the yearly, you can get hot stock picks, morning
Includes
master
everything.
classes. It includes everything, the trading view indicators and monthly workshop classes. So yeah, pick up your VIP ASAP. And also check out our merchandise. Go ahead and get yourself one of those big mouse pads that says keep your hands off the mouse. Anyway, I just thought I'd go there.
Yep.
Everybody, thank you for coming and hanging out. Everybody that is down in the chat, I love you guys. Miranda, thank you so much. Miguel Lara, TJ, everybody that's down there. Arlo, love you guys.
Feel better, Bucket.
Yeah, Bucket,
Look,
feel better,
look at
baby.
that. I should have knew it. Coach's Angels, she got it. I'm up here looking for the Discord. Miranda said it's $500 a month. See, I wanted to
Yeah.
be
Go,
correct.
Miranda's
Miranda.
on it
Miranda
all the
is
time.
quick.
She's
Coach
got
is
it, no
Miranda
matter
is
what.
quick.
Yep.
Guys,
Telling you.
also, if you
Shout
like
out.
the stream and you want to help to keep things afloat, keep things going, help me keep the lights on around here, my tip jar is also located in the description of the video as well as on the moderators lounge. Feel free to hit that up. It is much appreciated. And everybody have a fantastic night, and we will catch you in the pre-market at 4:00 mañana.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I can't even find the damn cursor. All right. Everybody have a good night. Peace out.
Good night,
Good
friend.
night.